Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Tonight we bring you live action from the Champions League semi-finals. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, our first leg of these Champions League semi-finals. Very exciting times. It's two Champions League semi-finals that don't feature a single English club, which is quite a surprise, I think. A lot of people would have been expecting to see at least one English side here, but that's the way the draw goes sometimes. Instead, we've got some incredible European action. Real Madrid versus Bayern. Harry, are you excited?
I mean, yeah, this is going to be an absolutely thrilling game. As you say, these two sides maybe surprised the odds a bit by knocking out the two English sides in Man City and Arsenal. Two very, very good games. This is going to be even better. These are two sides that know what it takes to win a Champions League trophy and have both done it quite previously. Obviously, Real Madrid have done it a lot more times than Bayern Munich have, but
A couple.
I still think it's going to be a very, very good game. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm optimistic that we're going to get a good game tonight. Two sides that are going to play really, really nice football.
Yeah, it very much feels like this is Bayern's last hope because obviously the Bundesliga did not go to plan this season. They were knocked out in the early rounds of the Pokal to Saarbrücken. So, yeah, I think we'll see Bayern play without fear. They've got to go for it today, especially since it's the first leg and the home leg. It's going to be easier to win here, you would assume. Also, that second leg away at the Bernabeu is going to be quite difficult. So I think Bayern have to go for it tonight. And Real Madrid, well, they're obviously the best team in the world, really, other than maybe Man City. But then they're beaten Man City, so you could really make that argument either way. Nick-Nack and Showery, welcome to the stream, by the way. Nick-Nack saying, I'm giving free subs for every Kane or Bellingham goal today. That's why we love Nick-Nack. Always supporting the show. Thank you so much, Nick-Nack. So look out for Kane and Bellingham goals and make sure you're in the chat because then you will be in with a chance of winning a gifted sub there. So thank you, courtesy of Nick-Nack. Showery saying, I wish I'd been here for Chelsea versus Arsenal. I missed it because it was 1 a.m. here. You didn't miss much, mate. Just me in tears. And then Shower's also put, no, you don't bring live action, you'll get copyright. I just want Bayern to go to the final so Kane curse activates and PSG or Dortmund win the UCL. I don't want PSG to win it. I'd rather see Bayern win the next 10 to PSG win it.
Yeah, and to be honest, for me, in my head, the winner of this has probably won the Champions League. I think...
No, it's Champions League final.
And to be
Inter should have won last year.
Do Bayern give us a better final? That's a question that, it's going to be an interesting one, but...
Bayern Dortmund would be incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Dortmund would be leading 3-0 and lose it somehow.
Exactly. But I think today's going to be a very, very good game. As you say, Bayern have got to play on the front foot. But I think we'll see a different Real Madrid. They played very, very defensively against Man City. I don't think they're going to play as deep as they did in that game. I'm expecting them to play a little bit more on the front foot. So maybe two sides going at it who are both playing on the front foot could be an absolutely cracking game.
Yeah, well, Real Madrid don't really know how to play on the front foot. A lot of their build-up comes from baiting the press. But when they play against elite teams, that's not as effective because elite teams press very well. So it's very interesting to see what Real Madrid do today in possession to try and bait Bayern Munich out. I know Bayern aren't, to be fair, Bayern aren't the best pressers. They are a bit all over the place with their system this season. Somehow they're in the Champions League semi-finals, though, so we have to give them credit for that. And I think they will make a very good game today. But let's get into the lineups then. Of course, we are at the Allianz Arena tonight, and the Bayern team, the home team, is as follows. In between the sticks, Manuel Neuer, the captain in between the sticks. He's had a very good season returning from injury. In the back four, Kimmich, Kim, Dyer and Mazraoui. Interesting to see Kim back in the side. Not seen a whole lot of Kim Min-jae this season, but with De Ligt, I believe, suspended, I want to say. Nope, just injured. Kim obviously comes in and Dyer has been a mainstay since joining from Tottenham for some reason. In the pivot, it is Konrad Laimer and Leon Goretzka. Across the three, Sane, Müller and Jamal Musiala. And leading the line, of course, it's Harry Kane. Good side. Where do you think the biggest danger comes from?
I mean, yeah, it's a very good side. I mean, that is a silly question. That front four is absolutely incredible. The talent there, the quality there is going to cause Real Madrid problems today, and they will get chances. If you give Kane an opportunity in a game like this, he is going to take it. And when you've got players like Musiala who are going to be providing those opportunities, it's going to be a goal threat, no matter what. So Bayern got to get their best players on the ball today because they're the ones that are going to cause the problems.
Indeed, they will. Let's have a look at the Real Madrid side. Now, piecing this together is interesting because we could see a 4-3-1-2 like we've seen against a lot of smaller sides this season. We could see the 4-4-2 they chose to operate with against Manchester City that just gave them a little bit more security, a little bit more control, a little bit more stability in the game. So we don't exactly know how this is going to look for Real Madrid in possession, but we can piece it together as follows. Lunin in between the sticks. He's had a very strong campaign. Still has the odd mistake in him, though, which is a potential weakness in this Real Madrid side. In the back four, Lucas Vazquez, Rudiger, captain Nacho Fernandez, and Ferland Mendy. Across the four, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Kroos, and Rodrigo, and then Bellingham will play off the striker Vinicius. Now, obviously, we could see Rodrigo and Vinicius as a front two, with Bellingham making those protruding runs through the two of them into a almost inverted striker role, that type of that. Where he obviously gets involved in the play deep, but then rushes forward and gets on the end of chances. So we could see that, or we could also see what we saw against Manchester City, whereas a 4-4-2 and there was a little bit more compact, a little bit more solid, a little bit more defensive. So it could look either way.
I mean, I don't know what to expect, maybe because they're away from home and it's the first leg. They're gonna be quite defensive, but I'd like to see them go at it today. I'd like to see them be positive, and try and score a goal, try and play some good football. I don't want to watch them sit back and just absorb pressure and then get a goal, on the counter attack. I want to see, it's a Champions League semi-final. Let's see some good football. Let's see some, exciting action. I want to see a good game today, and I hope these two sides bring it. But because this could have 0-0 bit all over it if both sides are happy to play for a draw.
Yeah, fair enough. Sharon having a few issues with the stream, but he's back now. There we go. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting one today. A really interesting tactical game. I think Thomas Tuchel as a tactician is actually somewhat underrated. You look at what he managed to do with that Chelsea team winning the Champions League in 2021. I think he's a very good coach, and actually quite an underrated one, because his time at Bayern hasn't been very successful. But now there are fans and players calling for him to actually be re-signed. I think a lot of people fearing that there isn't really many options at the moment in the world football landscape. I mean, who do Bayern Munich look at for next season? They've announced that Thomas Tuchel will be relieved of his duties at the end of the season, but they can't get Nagelsmann back now as he's signed with the German national side permanently, which I think is an interesting call for him. I'd expected him to leave after the Euros, but fair enough. Then you've got, who else? Xabi Alonso's rejected them.
Yeah.
De Zerbi, to buy him out of his Brighton contract's way too expensive. It's not a very much wanted job, a coveted job at the moment, the Bayern roller, going through a transition, and there's not many managers that are good enough and willing to take on a challenge of that magnitude. I'd have expected Xabi Alonso's to be one, but why would he jump ship? Bayern Leverkusen is a more attractive prospect right now. They've got more going for them. So I don't think they're going to get rid of their talent this summer. So Bayern do have a real issue as to who on earth they bring in as a coach. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Hiddink Heinex type appointment where it's just sort of getting someone through the door for a year. But we are at a real turning point now in German football where you've got a young Dortmund side, a young Bayer Leverkusen. You've got teams that could come through and make advantage of the fact that Bayern aren't as strong as they used to be.
Yeah.
But then Bayern Munich competing in the Champions League semi-finals tonight, so it's difficult to establish where they are in the pecking order. I think there's a lot of weaknesses in their side, but they've still got world-class players like Jamal Musiala, who you don't really envision going anywhere in the near future. So they're a good side still. I'd be interested to see whether they can restore themselves to their former glory, because they haven't been great in the league this year.
Yeah, I mean, we've always known Tuchel was a very, very good manager, but we know his expertise. It's knockout football. His league campaign form has never been his.
Well, even back in the PSG days, he got them to a Champions League final.
Yeah,
lost to Bayern
exactly. And Chelsea, they won the Champions League. Were they in the title fight? Nowhere near. But he still delivers when it comes down to one game against one opposition for one night. Thomas Tuchel is one of the best managers in the world, where knowing how to deal with that, and that is what he does best. And if you're Bayern Munich, he is the right man to be managing this game tonight, managing the game next week in the second leg, and then if you win there, the one man you want managing in the final, because he knows how to do it, he knows how to get you there. Yes, he might have not had a strong league campaign, but you've got to get behind him, because for me, Bayern Munich really have a good chance of winning the Champions League this year.
However, if there's one man who knows how to get it done, and if there's one team that know how to get it done more than Thomas Tuchel, it's Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid. They are incredible in this tournament. 16 titles for Real Madrid. No other sides even in double digits yet. That shows how good.
14?
Yeah, sorry, 14, not 16. Still, very good.
Oh, yeah. It's
I'll give them an extra 2 because they're going to win the next 2.
Yes.
But Real Madrid are incredible. Carlo Ancelotti, he knows how to set this side up in order to win titles. And for me, if they get into the Champions League final, Real will win it. Because I love Borussia Dortmund, but that's not going to happen. And I don't know. Could we see PSG topple them? I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, Real Madrid, as you say, they know exactly what they do. Even in the City game, when they were up against it, it looked like they were going to lose the game. It came down to a nail-biting finish. Who were the team that kept their cool and won the shootout? It was Real Madrid. It's what they do. No matter what period of the game it is, no matter the way the game's going, in any Champions League tie, I will always back Real Madrid because you just never know. There's an inevitability.
I was going to say, it seems like we always know they're going to win. Real Madrid. Nick that says Allianz Arena is looking spectacular. It is indeed. I saw a press release in the week from Thomas Müller saying, "Wear red. We want to stand out tonight." And I love that. I am disappointed though that Real Madrid, I understand why they are, because Bayern's kit is so white. It's a shame they're not in red actually. So it's therefore Real having to wear their away kit. It's a shame because I quite like that red versus white contrast. Shame we can't see that on the field as well. Anyway, Nick that says, any predictions then, lads? Yes, we're behind schedule because we've been chatting for so long. But Harry, what is your prediction for today's game?
Yeah, it's a really interesting one. I mean, that is an absolutely incredible home support. Beautiful, beautiful. So exactly what you want to see as a player when you're walking out in a game like this. When you know you need to get the result, that's exactly the encouragement you need. But for me, I think Bayern Munich are going to use that and they will come out of this first leg as winners. I'm going to go Bayern Munich 2, Real Madrid 1, so advantage Bayern going into next Wednesday, next Tuesday, next week. I think they'll take the lead through Harry Kane. It will then be a Jude Bellingham equaliser for Real Madrid. And then late on in the game, as Thomas Tuchel predicted in his press conference, Serge Gnabry will score the winner and, we'll get that goal. I did find that really well. I've never seen a manager do that before. But maybe he's putting, some players might think it's pressure, maybe it's faith, you never know. But Serge Gnabry will score tonight and it will be 2-1 Bayern Munich.
Fair enough. Big fan of that. Love the red wall as well in the Allianz with the Franz Beckenbauer tribute tifo. It's fantastic to see Bayern bringing the atmosphere. However, I don't think they'll come away with a win. I'm going to go a 2-2 draw between the two teams. I think it will be former Bayern player Toni Kroos who opens the scoring. So a drop to him on the edge of the area. Low driven effort into the bottom corner. Then Bayern will bring it level through Jamal Musiala. I'll then say Vinicius Jr. for Real Madrid, take them back in front, and Bayern will nick something in the last 10 minutes. I think it will probably be a corner headed in by Eric Dyer, because I love the fact he's there tonight. I love the fact he's starting a Champions League semi-final.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Anyway, should be very good. Nick Nat going 2-1 Bayern on the night. Sharia going 8-7 Real Madrid. That one feels a little more far-fetched, but fair enough. Each to their own. Sharia saying we need Mane and Sane in the same team again. We do for the name. And Kane if he was mispronounced. But yeah, should be very good tonight. If you haven't got your prediction in the live chat yet, make sure to do so. Make sure to have a vote in the poll as well, so we know your thoughts heading into kickoff. But yeah, I'm very excited for this evening.
Yeah, I am. By the way, I'd just like to mention, so obviously took to his press conference that Serge Gnabry will score and then hasn't started him.
He's going to bring off the bench.
Maybe so. But yeah, huge night. Bayern, for me, if Bayern lose tonight, then this tie is practically over because, at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid will not lose. They just don't. If Bayern can win tonight, though, that is going to set up an incredible second leg, and I think they will have this in the bag. But it's going to be a good game. Hopefully, it's just an exciting game, controversy-free, drama-free, well, lots of drama, but a good drama, and a very, very good game overall.
Fair enough. Clement Turpin, the man in the middle as well. Usually quite reliable for these European occasions, Clement Turpin. I feel like he's become quite synonymous with the big ties. It's a name I recognise.
I mean, a lot of people have said that when he was announced the referee, people said that Real Madrid's lineup was leaked early because he has been known to favour Real Madrid, but I'm sure he'll do a decent job.
I quite like Turpin. I don't think it's been too bad.
No,
I can't recall any big errors he's made.
No, because Champions League refs don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shari says, okay, my actual prediction is 2-1 Madrid. Fair enough. I think that's much more reasonable than 8-7.
Yeah. What did you go for in the end?
2-2.
2-2.
No, Desmond.
2-2. 2-1 Bayern. Nick that's gone 2-1 Bayern. Shari's gone 2-1 Real. Everyone else, get your predictions in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah, as Sharia says, is it me or does Cruz look the same since 2013? Well, he's always had the same haircut, hasn't he? And he's always worn the same boots, so not a whole lot has changed about his appearance in that time. But yeah, I think in 11 years he's slightly. His face does look identical, doesn't he? Slightly more wrinkles on his face. Anyway, we are about to get underway here at the Allianz. A lot of the attention for TNT's coverage on the two English stars and Thomas Muller, apparently.
Great Englishman.
Yeah, I think they just misguided it to Kane. And we are underway. Bayern get us started here at the Allianz. Immediately back to Manuel Neuer. And the atmosphere today, we're not even listening to it. We're just watching it. Because obviously we're covering it on here. But it looks incredible. The pitch feels smaller with the sea of red around it. And it will be Bayern holding on to possession for the moment. And so it definitely is a 4-4-2 for Real Madrid tonight. Rodrigo playing on that left-hand side, Valverde on the right-hand side. And they'll just look to be a little bit more defensive, a little more compact than they are in the league. Understandable given the circumstances. Bayern coming forward here though. Mazraoui finds Kane. Kane to Sane. Big chance to open the scoring. Saved well by Andre Lunin. Big chance for Bayern goes begging early on. Real Madrid's keeper coming to the rescue.
Yeah, I mean, great start from Brian. Really, really good fast football. Caught Real Madrid napping a little bit, and that was a good save from Lunin. But I feel like, I know it's only 40 seconds in, but it maybe if Sane gets that chance about half an hour through, maybe he finds the back of the net. But that is a big moment in this game, very, very early on.
Yeah. Sharia says, will you guys go to Wembley for the FA Cup final or UCL final? Unfortunately not, Sharia, unless the Emirates or UEFA fancy handing out some more. Yeah. Fancy handing out some more press tickets or stuff like that, then I don't think we're going to go, no. Here's Toni Kroos. Finds Bellingham. Nacho Fernandez. Plays it out wide. Vinicius Jr. Rodrigo. Finds Bellingham under pressure from Müller. But he goes back now to Ferland Mendy. Toni Kroos. Now it's with Tchouaméni. Vasquez. Lifting that ball towards Jude Bellingham. Bellingham gets it under his control and then he is brought down. And Bayern have possession and rightfully that is offside. But obviously just waiting for the play to fizzle out there. Tuchel immediately on it with the officials there.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bayern will be happy about that one because I don't know how Jude Bellingham got to that pass. But here's a brilliant ball from Kane. Sane just feel like he's got to do better with that. Got to try and dink it over. He's trying to find that far corner, I understand that. But maybe you've got to go for a dink or something. Tuchel was fuming because he knows that is I know it was early on, but he knows that is a massive opportunity in this game.
You don't get a whole host of chances against Real Madrid. Neither of you do. They're very difficult to take. We saw that with City last week. They dominated Real Madrid in terms of the possession statistics.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they deserved to win. That's a completely different question. But did they dominate the game? Undoubtedly. Did they win it? No. Did they deserve to win? No, because they didn't put their chances away. But Real Madrid played good football, took their chances, and that's why they won. And Bayern will be scared of doing the same this evening. If they don't take their chances, every opportunity they get, Real will. Yeah. Real Madrid are ruthless in front of goal.
100%. But, I mean, this is exactly what you want. They're two very different teams, two very different managers. Just the way that, I mean...
Bayern, a little bit disconnected in attack.
Tuchel is, jumping up and down, screen on the touchline, very animated person. Ancelotti, one hand in the pocket, one arm that points every now and again. Very, very calm and relaxed.
Yeah.
It's brilliant to see.
It's a completely different demeanour, and I think it speaks volumes, about how different the two managers are. Tuchel has succeeded through demanding so much of his players. Ancelotti commands respect for his players. You work hard because it's Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah.
And he deserves to be in that position because of what he's achieved in the game.
100%. If Ancelotti tells you to do something, you do it.
Yeah.
And with no response.
Nick, that says Tuchel needs to calm down. It's a 3rd-minute chill. I love seeing that passion in a manager, though. It's only managers that you only see start shouting when they're losing. But actually, if you want to win Champions League semi-finals, you have to demand the most of your players from minute 1.
Yeah. 100%.
And 3, if that's the case. Here's Joshua Kimmich.
I mean, that was 40 seconds in. That's incredible.
Yeah. Kimmich, and that finds it down the line, and here come Bayern, disconnected though there. Thomas Muller just couldn't get under control. Tries to play it across to Sane. Musiala lets it run to Kimmich now. Gives it back to Musiala. He's going to take players on here. Gives it to Muller. Back to Musiala. Blocked by Nacho Fernandez and out for a corner. Good football though from Bayern, linking up well on the right hand side.
Yeah, really good start from the home side. They're knocking the ball around pretty well. They're moving it quickly. Real can't keep up at the moment, and you feel like Bayern can use this and try and build momentum to try and find a goal. But overall, really, really good start. Maybe using that energy from the crowd, the atmosphere to spur them on in these early stages.
Kimmich goes short to Leroy Sané. Now Musiala back towards Joshua Kimmich. It's a good chance. Doesn't get converted though by Bayern Munich. Valverde gets in front of that cross. Smart routine though from Bayern Munich. We almost found really good success from it.
Yeah, I mean, very, very smart routine. Without that touch from Valverde, that ball was going into the box from Kimmich, and you had, I think that was Lima and Harry Kane lining up to finish it, and you wouldn't bet against one of those to score.
So all Bayern at the moment. Real Madrid struggling to get out of their own half. Corner now for Bayern Munich. Joshua Kimmich again. And it's the ball in. It doesn't mean anyone in the air. Goretzka will try and keep it alive now. And they're going to work it around. Here's Leroy Sané. Nice stuff dribbling inside. Sané could look to hit one. Plays a nice pass to Kane. Kane gets a shot away and it's a comfortable save in the end for Andre Lunin. Kane just didn't seem to get enough behind that effort.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad shot. Easy save though. I mean, I feel like Sané maybe could have shot originally, but as you say, Kane maybe just couldn't get his foot round it, get some proper connection on it. But again,
quite a tight space to control that and then try and release a shot.
But good stuff from Bayern, good football. They're certainly the ones putting the pressure on and having the chances in the first 5 minutes. And to be honest, Real Madrid don't look like taking much, although that is Goretzka being caught on his heels and conceding a foul to Valverde.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you can't
quite similarly actually to the Manchester City game. Real just not able, I mean that was a soft one, but Real just not able to get out of their own half at times.
Yeah, Kane didn't get his feet there. If he does, he's putting that in the bottom corner and Harry Kane's probably scored a goal.
Yeah, in that sort of area you would be a brave man to bet against him.
100%.
Sharmani receives between the lines, then loses it as Kim Min-jae steps up. Here come Bayern Munich. Sané's in again. His touch just doesn't work out for him. He gets a shot away, but blazes it over the bar. Bayern have got to take a chance. They've had so many in the early stages here. 7 minutes in, they've had at least 3 chances that could have been goals.
Yeah, really good football. Again, they pounce on Real Madrid. Real Madrid have been asleep so far in these first 7 minutes. Really good football. They move it quickly. 3 passes. Kim Min-jae wins it on the halfway line, and then suddenly Sané strong goal. And that means touch did let him down a bit. He did well to get a shot off. But as you say, Bayern Munich have got to punish Real Madrid. Have got to take these opportunities because that's the 3rd or 4th chance that they could have scored. They've got a shot away and not found the back of the net. And Real Madrid will take advantage of that if Bayern aren't careful. But again, positive signs for the home side.
There's been a lot of question marks over the years as to why Manchester City let Sané go. But I feel we're being shown tonight, and we were shown in similar games across the season, that Sané in the big moments cannot be relied upon. And for a team like City, who want to be winning Champions League titles, he just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, and
wasn't reliable.
Another interesting free kick given there for Real Madrid. Tuchel not happy about it, of course. See here, Vazquez just shifts the ball.
There is contact there, yeah. No, I completely understand why Bayern are going to process everything, but yeah, that one, a correct call from Turpin. Toni Kroos. Now Lucas Vazquez shifts inside well, goes to Valverde.
The Lucas Vazquez player, Champions League semi-final, always makes me smile.
Yeah.
I thought he was, dead and buried, and wasn't really going to go anywhere, but he stayed at Real Madrid, he's stuck with it, he's been loyal, and now he's getting his opportunities.
Bellingham caught in midfield. Kroos. Sorry, Kane spots the keeper off his line, but cannot come up with a shot.
I tell you what, that's worth a go from there, because that was 1-on-3 for Kane, and he was never going to get past all the centre-halves. Saw the keeper off his line, had a pop, and I tell you what, why not? But again, Real Madrid dispossessed, in a dangerous area on the halfway line, and that could have been costly once again. But
a big goal, 10 minutes in the Championship, by the way, as well. Ipswich Town lead Coventry by a goal to 0. That would see them need only a point on Saturday. Maybe not even a point on Saturday, seeing themselves promoted to the Premier League.
Superb, that is. Bayern Munich are playing really good stuff tonight. Really, really good stuff.
Musiala, Kimmich. Now Kim Min-jae. Dyer. Here's Mazraoui. And Sane can turn. He's got a bit of space to operate with here. Leroy Sane. And Muller just flicking it to Musiala. Options in the box here if he can come up with the right pass. And he can't. He tries to do too much with the ball and Real Madrid win it back.
He got caught in two minds there, whether to cross it or lay it back, and in the end he did neither and got dispossessed. But again, Sane's been involved in everything tonight, but that is brilliant.
Tries to skip past Lima. Lima recovers really well, to be fair to him. As deemed that it did go out of play, though. Rodrigo ran it off pitch.
Yeah, really, really good first 10 from Bayern.
Yeah, they look in control. But they've got to take advantage of this dominance in the early stages. Yeah. If not, it's going to be, all for nothing.
100%, 100%.
If Real get a chance, they're more likely to take it. So Bayern have got to make good on their early promise.
Because even if Bayern draw 0-0 tonight and then lose 1-0 next week, they'll be thinking, if we'd won, if only we'd scored a chance. These are the kind of opportunities Bayern are having, the kind of opportunities that you look back on in these tighter games and go, if only we'd found the back of the net.
Yeah.
So they've got to find a goal soon, or they'll be very frustrated. That ball through to Kane, good touch. Tries to play it through to Sane, doesn't quite work. Oh, Sane's battled hard though.
I'm not sure it's the wrong decisions per se, it's just not coming off at the moment. I think there have been some a bit of wrong decision making for Bayern. And perhaps that comes down to inexperience, especially, on this level. But I feel like a bit of it is just a bit of misfortune. Here's Musiala. Can they now deliver the ball into the box? Musiala waiting for Kimmich to come and get involved. Goes back to Kim Min-jae. And now the ball goes across to Goretzka. He's driving forward to it. Might look to hit one. Goes out wide to Mazraoui. Here's Harry Kane. Kane puts it in the air. Headed away by Valverde. A challenge there. And Vinicius comes away with it. Rodrigo. Ferland Mendy. They can break now. But a good interception from Kim Min-jae. Then Conrad Lima works hard for it. Here come Bayern Munich. Ball cut back to the edge. Jamal Musiala looks to hit one and it goes flying over the bar. A wild attempt from the German playmaker there. It's just not been good enough for Bayern Munich so far. That's
another opportunity. He's got to find the target there that at least does really well from Muller down the right hand side. Does well on his maybe on his weak foot. Just doesn't catch it well. Staying over the bar and wasted opportunity.
It's really nice interchangeability there between Thomas Muller and Musiala. Muller operating out in the wide area. Manages to pick out Musiala. Musiala got to do better with the shot.
This is exactly how it went against Man City for Real Madrid. The difference that could be is that Man City, we know, play very perfect football. Bayern can be a bit more direct with it sometimes. So where City might not risk it and might just carry on knocking it around, Bayern will take that risk. Bayern will go for it. And Real Madrid have got to be careful of that because unlike City, Bayern just won't sit here for 45 minutes and just pass the ball around the edge of the area. Bayern will have goes at goal. Bayern will cut through the lines.
Yeah. Here is Joshua Kimmich. Now Eric Dyer. Sane. Dyer. Back across to Kim Min-jae. And Bayern will try and bring it up the right-hand side here. Musiala. Turns well, now plays it out wide. Joshua Kimmich, ball goes into the box. Headed away by Tony Rudiger emphatically. And now here come Real Madrid. Vinicius robbed of the ball though by Conrad Lima.
I mean, the other thing, it's very clear to see, how positive Bayern are playing. Every single midfielder or winger is receiving the ball on the half turn and immediately running at the Real Madrid defence. You see Musiala, Sane, they both do. Even Muller does it sometimes. Even their Lima there. Receive it on the half turn, spin and play in front of you.
It's much more direct. Moving. Obviously, you do risk losing the ball if you've misjudged it.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't see many elite teams try and play like that. But I love it. It's Bayern's commitment to play on the front foot tonight that's getting them so many chances. And actually, well, exactly. One of them's got to go in eventually, you would like to think. Leroy Sane turns now, looking for an option as he comes inside. Conrad Lima plays it out wide. Jamal Musiala, Sane, trying to get away from Toni Kroos, loses it though, but comes off Kroos and out for a throw. Yeah, thanks everyone tuning in tonight, by the way. If you want to get involved with the conversation, then feel free to get involved in the live chat, say hi, give your thoughts, all that sort of stuff. More than welcome to. But yeah.
I've been really impressed with what Sane's been doing in the middle of the pitch. It's just whenever he's got in front of goal or got in towards the penalty area, he just seems to forget what he's doing or, just panic.
Same for Musiala.
Yeah.
They're using their wide players very well in the half spaces to create space for Kimmich, to create space for Mazraoui, to get Muller into some advantageous areas as they did there. He tried to play it back inside towards Harry Kane, but it was blocked by Real defenders and back to Andre Lunin. Here's Vazquez. Now Rudiger, Vazquez, looking to go down the line, lifts it into the path of Bellingham, but it's stopped by Dyer. Here's Lima now. There's loads of space for him to drive into. Kane. Musiala. Takes aim, but it's a real tame effort.
It's another poor one from him. Just dragging it wide. That one on his stronger foot. A bit of a bit further out, a bit of a tighter area. Just drags it wide. But I mean, this is the interesting thing that I always find around Madrid is obviously Ancelotti isn't that manager. He doesn't panic. He's not going to start changing things or running around, being very animated. And I think obviously sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. And I mean, we're going to see tonight whether that's going to pay off or not, because he knows how he wants to play football. He's going to stick to that. He's not going to change his ways just because Bayern have been putting the pressure on.
Bayern won it out of the field there. Fell to Kane. He tries to play a really quick ball in behind the defenders. No Bayern player alive to it, though. Here come Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. now. Rodrigo.
Bayern need to make sure they don't get to the point where they're playing so positively that they just rush it. Because they receive the ball and go, oh my god, let's get this forward and just pass it.
Vazquez. Valverde. Tries to find Bellingham, huge tackle from Kim Min-jae, and now Bayern will look to come forward. Conrad Lima. It really does beg the question why you wouldn't use a Scudetto-winning centre-half in your Bayern Munich team. And instead choose to use Eric Dyer. But each to their own.
Or you put them both together and you get a mega team.
Yeah. But obviously, with the Litz injury, that's a more of a forced thing, I think.
Yeah. I think the one thing I do like in this Bayern side is the combination between the experience and the very young talents.
Well, yeah, they've lost a load of players that are just old. They've phased out a load of old players. They've still got a few there, like Muller, and then they've got some players coming through.
I think you've got your Neuers and your Mullers and your Kane and your Dyer, who knows what it takes to win a game of this magnitude, and then you've got your young talents like your Musialas and your.
Yeah, but also they don't seem to know how to recruit.
No.
Like, you look at all of their recruitment strategy over the last sort of 5 years has been awful. Yeah. They don't know how to replace players. They replaced Robert Lewandowski with Sadio Mane. They're not even close to being the same player.
Oh, Musiala just managed to recover it.
Here's Musiala now, trying to drag that ball forward, drive Bayern Munich up the field. Here is Kane. Yeah, that says Real Madrid finally applying some pressure now and getting bodies forward. Yeah, about time. About time, you have to say. Here's Dyer. Goretzka.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for Bayern's sake that positivity and that they haven't run out of steam too early here.
Yeah.
And Mazraoui tries some weird trick.
Strong tackle from Vazquez. Frustration from Bayern.
It's not a foul. He tried to roulette turn him for some godforsaken reason.
This is nice stuff though from Real Madrid.
Again, maybe that's what we say about being too positive, but taking that risk a bit too far. Just play the way you're facing or play normally. Don't try and take him on, but don't try and take him on like that. It could have cost him dearly. He's out of position again here. That does take a nick off his boot and go out for a rounded throw. And Tuchel's making it very not happy at all about what Mazraoui was doing further up the pitch.
It's that lack of discipline, isn't it? If you're an attacking player who has the cover of a fullback behind you, then sure, go and try and take a player on because you know you've got that support. But if Mazraoui gets caught out there is nobody behind him.
And Kane's trying to force it forward there. Bayern still, they're doing well to dispossess Real, but unlike what they're doing in the first 10 minutes, they're not turning that into chances. They're not attacking the penalty area as directly as they were.
They're not forcing Real Madrid back in the same way they were earlier.
I do feel like this Bayern momentum could fizzle out if they don't, keep pushing, keep going for it.
Yeah, here's Jude Bellingham. Self a a few challenges there. Finds his way out wide to Ferland Mendy.
He's a player
Now
that didn't really
cross.
get involved in the City game. I'd really like to see him get involved tonight.
Bellingham was very good in the second leg. He just didn't. The stuff he was doing didn't go noticed. Because he didn't score a goal, he didn't really get a chance. He didn't create many chances.
I want to see him do what he does
But
best.
a lot of Bellingham's best stuff is that ball progression. So being able to drop in, work the ball, or drop in and take the ball and carry it 10, 20 yards and get you up the field. A lot of that stuff goes unnoticed because, I'll be honest, not many people watch football and go, oh, look at the ball progression today.
Wow, he's really good at moving the ball up the pitch.
I've never sat in a crowd and listened to that. Anyway, Real Madrid now with the corner.
This is the type of thing where Real, let's just put it in now, I'm going to say it now, have been under the cosh, but it's been all Bayern for the first 20 minutes, but Real now have a corner.
Not a shot that I can remember. Yeah, Vinicius Jr. and that, well, I think that's supposed to be a delivery, but it ended up being a bit more of a shot
It was
at the home end.
It was.
Yeah.
And Real just really not done anything in this game so far. Goretzka's driving it forwards. Forced to go wide to Lima.
Kimmich.
He's an interesting...
Musiala.
That is Kimmich, isn't it?
Here's Conrad Lima now.
Lima's an interesting one because he don't strike me as a Champions League semi-final midfielder.
He is, it's just that he doesn't look like one.
Yeah.
He plays like Rodri, not to the same level. I don't think he's as good as Rodri, but he plays a bit like Rodri, but he's not Spanish.
Yeah.
So he just looks like a normal bloke. Whereas because Rodri's Spanish, he looks Spanish. It's basically the difference. He's got that superstar glow.
Some players just don't. Last thing, you look at the wonder kids who are coming up now, like your Bellinghams, they look like. That's why I like.
They've got that aura, haven't they?
Because they don't look like your wonder kid, your world superstar. He just looks like
but he's got the size and the stature. Where you look at him. If he walks past on the street, if James Milner walked past me, I might not even notice.
Wow, that's an interest. I mean, Vinicius Jr. taken out twice there, and the referee waved play on.
Kane lifts it towards Sane, and Valverde swings a boot at it, can't keep it in, but then Sane can't keep it in.
That's poor from Sane. He's got to anticipate there that is going to be poor. I mean, that looks like a foul to me there, and that one.
No,
good decision. Good decision.
Then that should be a yellow card for Vinicius Jr. for simulation.
Yeah, good decision. The first one was a 50-50.
The issue is he doesn't get this. He doesn't get the first one, so he's then buying the second one, and he thinks he's justified in that.
None of it, and that's all.
That was a bit more aggressive though, as Muller jumped towards the ball and ended up catching.
But no, I like that great because in the Premier League, that's a yellow card for Lima and a free kick to Real Madrid.
Probably a red card if it's certain referees. Elena Demetrescu.
Yeah.
Here is Ferland Mendy.
Halfway through his first half, it's flown by, to be honest, and Bayern will be frustrated that they're probably they're not winning this game.
Yeah, I think that would be understandable. If I was a Bayern Munich fan, I'd be very annoyed because they've had the dominance of possession against I would say is the best team in the world, and they haven't scored yet.
Isn't your old Joe, who because when Bayern dominate teams like this, like they have in the past, in the Bundesliga, they'll go, "Oh, all right, we'll score in the second half." That's not a guarantee in a game like this against Real Madrid.
No.
They could come out and slap you 4-0.
I think the Bayern team is very good. I think the one thing they miss is someone who will just go and score a goal. Kane's very good, but he's not that, is he?
That ball.
Vinicius Jr.'s in, and they've scored. Real Madrid, one ball in behind. What is their first real chance of the game? And it's Bayern 0, Real Madrid 1. Huge chance for Real Madrid. Bayern caught napping. And they are ahead. Los Blancos against the odds. Dominated for the first 23 minutes by Bayern Munich. But they lead now. Ball slipped into Vinny. Tucks it home well.
This is exactly what they do. It's a brilliant ball. And it's superb from Vinicius Jr. He drags Kim Min-jae up, makes him step up, and then bursts into the space behind him because he knows Eric Bloody Dyer isn't going to come around. Puts himself through a goal.
From Tony Kroos.
Great finish.
And that's a brilliant finish.
And that is people might love Vinny, hate Vinny. That is world class. The way he drags Kim Min-jae forward, spins him round, bursts into space that he's created behind him, and scores. Yes, the ball through was good, but that goal is all through Vinny Jr.'s movement, and that is a superb finish. And somehow, after the pure Bayern dominance in the first 23 minutes, Real Madrid lead. It's exactly how they win these games.
I don't think Kim Min-jae can escape criticism there because that is fairly amateur defending.
Yeah.
And it reflects really poorly on the Serie A. I think a lot of players coming out of the Serie A reflect poorly on the Serie A.
Also,
Musiala
a bit of
tries to deliver it, but can't.
Because there was only one man there.
Madrid here, looking to take momentum from the first and add another. Here's Vinicius. He's waiting for an option. Does have to go back now as support isn't arriving quick enough. And so now they can sit in possession. Rodrigo, Vinicius, Bellingham, back to Mendy. Conrad Lima is just going to sprint at everyone, apparently. Unfortunately, that's not a great pressing strategy, and Real Madrid have managed to play out from that.
Real Madrid have one
First target.
One shot, one target, one goal. It's what they do so well.
Clinical, ruthless. It's why they are the best team in the world right now. It's why they've won so many Champions League titles. Because they sign players who have that mentality. They have managers who have that mentality to win titles. That is their first and only prerogative. Win no matter the consequences.
Ancelotti has done a lot tonight, but that goal is purely because of the players on the pitch and how good they are.
Yeah.
There's not many players in the world that do what Vinny did. There's not many midfielders in the world that play that ball through like Tony Kroos can.
I think Ancelotti's never been a master tactician. Yes, obviously he understands the tactical side of the game. He wouldn't be a manager if he didn't. He'd be terrible. But what he is incredible at is managing egos, managing star players. Because he knows you don't need to worry about the tactics to the same extent if you can manage the best players in the world. It was clumsy. Turpan waves it away. You'd imagine that VAR will have a look. We'll have to have a look at this one.
Looked a bit soft, but it did a little clumsy from Tony Rudiger on Leroy Sané. I think Sané might be trying to bite a bit. Let's see here. Sané, he's tripped up and so it's not actually Rudiger. I
don't think it's a foul from Rudiger. I think it's a foul from Lucas Vazquez.
Which wasn't actually.
But he wasn't. I think. Well, no, and he wasn't going to receive the ball. Masraoui commits a foul.
Masraoui's been terrible tonight. I'd like to add.
I think he's been terrible. I think that he is a player playing out of position, so he's naturally going to have a bit of clumsiness there. But I don't think he's been terrible. Just a little bit of positional ill discipline, I would say. Probably how I'd describe it. Gary, welcome to the stream, by the way. Good to see you, Gary. Hello to you too.
Time. So that guy just waits until there's a goal.
Gary shows up when it gets interesting. But just a reminder, because I'm sure we've got loads of new people in chat tonight. Please feel free to get involved in the live chat. Chance now for Bayern. Muller tries to play it across, but can't. But feel free to get involved in the live chat. We've got a great community here. Gary, Showery and Nick Knack all in chat tonight. So get involved if you are new around here. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. We've seen some brilliant growth on the channel recently. So let's keep that up. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in so far this evening.
I mean, stick around because if there's a Kane or Bellingham goal, Nick Knack says he's going to donate a free membership. So if that's not a
don't go anywhere.
Prerogative to stick around, then I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Also, this would be a brilliant game of football. This game isn't. I still think Bayern got a chance. They've got to remember that they've been the better side for the first 27 minutes, and they really shouldn't be 1-0 down.
Yeah, I think exactly that. You know, Bayern have got to look positively. Obviously, you've got to review what's gone wrong here for Bayern because they definitely should have done something by now. They should definitely have scored a goal. But Real Madrid, ahead on merit. Bayern didn't take their chances. Real Madrid have taken their one chance they've created. That's what Real do to you. But yeah, wasteful from Bayern, clinical from Real Madrid. Zachary Blackman onto the stream saying a la Madrid. Good to see some Madrid fans in there. And MD Roni as well with a Bangladesh flag and a Brazilian flag. Phenomenal. We really are worldwide on here, so thank you guys so much for your support. And the ball won back by Bellingham, and now Real will look to break. Finds Vinicius Jr. in the channel. Can he get around Kim Min-jae? Brilliant defending from Kim Min-jae there, to be fair. Vinicius tried to blast past him with that blistering pace he possesses, but Kim Min-jae just used his body well, managed to see him wide, and brilliant bit of defending as he knocked the ball back to his goalkeeper. Yeah, really good defending. That looked like he was either going to foul Vinny or get beaten by him, but yeah, smart defending. Yeah. Uses physicality well, very quick player anyway. And well worked, good defending. And Bayern have got to get going. And after we saw what was a bit of amateur defending actually from him for the first goal, making up for it there with a good bit of defending. But Bayern have got to get going again. They've got to push on. They've got to, try and mount another charge in this game like they did for the first 20 or so minutes. Yeah, here is Leon Goretzka. Ball goes wide in Joshua Kimmich. Here is Jamal Musiala. Ball into the box, blocked. Back to Musiala. Can he get a shot away? Back to Goretzka. Blocked. Falls to Sane. He can't get it under his control. Bayern still alive here, though. Sane. Mazraoui.
But again, it's really good chances. They're in really good opportunities, but they haven't. That whole sequence, they never put a shot at Lunin. I mean, no one was blocked, but Musiala didn't get a shot away, and they've got to test around here to keep him off.
Yeah. Konrad Laimer. Now Leon Goretzka. Mazraoui. Laimer. Muller back to Kim Min-jae. Laimer, Kim Min-jae. I'm annoyed as well that Kim made that mistake because he's been very good this evening.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that'll be overshadowed because he was dragged out by Vinicius Jr. And yes, that was poor defending, but he's been flawless other than that.
I'll tell you what, if he's got De Ligt next to him, De Ligt might have covered round.
Yeah.
Watching Eric Dyer jog near him.
They were just caught out.
Yeah.
There was so much space between the lines. That's the issue when you play, a 4-4-2 out of possession. If the opposition are playing a 4-3-3, they can just do that.
Yeah. 100%. But
Here is Conrad Laimer.
They have to work with that, Real Madrid. Sorry, Bayern Munich.
I think Bayern can still come away with this with a relatively positive result. I know our chat doesn't seem to think that because 71% of people in chat voting the way of Real Madrid, 25% Bayern, and then 4% going for a draw. So thanks everyone that's voted in that so far.
It's interesting, isn't it?
I get that though. Real are so good in the Champions League, just incredibly good in the Champions League. We've got a question as well from Zachary Blackman saying Vinicius or Phil Foden. I assume that's a who is better type debate. Who would you say, Harry?
I think I have to go Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, I'd be torn between the two. I think they're both very good footballers. But
maybe Foden's a bit more all round, but Vinny is just so deadly.
For me, they played, obviously, in terms of position, they're somewhat similar.
Yeah.
But especially this season, they played very different roles. Vinny's more of an out-and-out forward. Not a striker, per se, but he has played that role this season. He's an out forward, a goal-scoring forward. Whereas Foden's a bit more of a creator, a bit more of a technical player. But I think that's also down to the system. Real are much more direct. So while Foden would get in a good position and might look to pass it, because the whole point of the system is, can we find Haaland? The difference here is that the system's built around creating chances for players like Vinicius.
Yeah.
And allowing players like Vinicius actually to have their individuality and flourish in the freedom.
I think it's that whole thing. Ancelotti manages egos, but he allows his players. He allows his best. He knows. I think he knows the squad's good enough to win things. He just sets them up so that they have the opportunity to show how good they are, and that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, that's a foul on Vinicius Jr. Another one missed by the referee. Who waves away again. This is. I'd like to see it again, but this does feel like maybe that Vinny's... That's what Vinny does as a problem.
He has that reputation.
Exactly, his reputation precedes him, and already tonight, he's tried to... he's already dived. So the refs are now going to give him nothing.
Fede Valverde headed away by Konrad Laimer. Here's Ferland Mendy. Bellingham. Nacho Fernandez. Now Toni Kroos. Rodrigo. Here's Aurelien Tchouameni. Rudiger. Nacho Fernandez. Toni Kroos. Fernandez. Now Rudiger. And it's Aurelien Tchouameni. Fernandez. Back now to Rudiger. Real happy just to hold on to possession actually and just slow this game down a little bit. Take the edge out of it. And they'll look to try and release it. But they do lose the ball there. And Muller will give chase to this. Lunin deals with it well. Just clearing it into the air. Dyer gets a head on it. Kane will contest Tchouameni but lose it comfortably. But it does drop back to Dyer. And now Bayern can actually look to make something happen again. They've not really been able to get on the ball since the goal. There's definitely been a shift in this game, I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely been a shift. Cowboys are no onto the stream saying a la Madrid. Henry Sunkutu. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly there. Apologies if I haven't, saying a la Madrid as well. Great to see so many people supporting Real Madrid this evening. And now here come Madrid. Ball in from Vinicius. It's blocked and that will be a corner now for Real. So they look to double their advantage.
Yeah, it just feels like Bayern have lost that energy, lost that momentum that they had in the first, passages of play in that first 20, 25 minutes, and that Real goal just taking the wind out of their sails a bit. But it's imperative now they keep us at 1-0, because they keep it at 1.5 time. They get in at the break. Tuchel sorts it out as a go. Probably, does a bit of shouting and gets them going again, gets them, geared up, ready for the second half. If they are to concede another though in this first 45, I think they can find themselves in big trouble.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So Real Madrid now with this
Also,
corner.
There are some brave Real Madrid fans sitting in the home end. Ooh, very risky.
Toni Kroos delivers it, punched away by Manuel Neuer. They try and keep it alive now. Toni Kroos towards Nacho Fernandez. Nacho tries to put the ball in, blocked by Kane, and now here come Bayern.
Actually, really good defending from Harry Kane.
Musiala. Can they break quickly here, Bayern? Just gets sort of stuck there in his feet. Jamal Musiala.
Gives Fit a good time to get forward though, but Goretzka's got caught by...
They've lost it. Bellingham tries immediately to pick out Vinicius. Great header from Kim Min-jae to keep the ball for Bayern or to bring it back. Here come Bayern now. Harry Kane. Ball across. Leroy Sané now. Trying to drive forward with purpose. Gives it out wide. Thomas Müller. I love when we see Müller play an actual Raumdeuter role, where he's always been most effective, drifting into the wide spaces to create chances.
I love him. He's one. Honestly, I think he's a brilliant footballer.
I think he's never been the most technically gifted or the most physically gifted, but his brain is incredible.
Exactly.
His movement and timing is just exquisite.
No one ever says in the school playground, "Oh, when I grow up, I want to be like Thomas Müller."
But they should.
Exactly. No one talks about him. No one. He's no one's idol, but he's a phenomenal footballer. He's won many. I mean, his trophy cabinet's incredible.
I think the difference is the players who make it as professionals were, as kids, idolising Thomas Müller.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I think that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Us normal people will go, oh, we love Lewandowski, but if you are
I think when you think of Bayern Munich winning trophies, you think of Lewandowski, Robben, Ribéry, Lahm, Schwein. You don't think most people won't think of Thomas Müller.
No, I think that's fair. I think more people probably think of Mario Götze, who was there for like 2 seasons, and all he did in that time was score a World Cup winning goal. Just before he came, he scored that World Cup winning goal.
That's all he did. Rubbish, really.
Only fair, he wasn't too crucial in that tournament until he scored that goal. Anyway, Gary says, looks like this is going to be a trophy of the season. German Super Cup doesn't count. They didn't even win that, did they, Gary? They lost to Leipzig, first game of the season. That was Hurricanes' first game, but Bayern has just not been a good time. I feel Tuchel's the victim of circumstance because this season Bayern are going through a transitional period. Bit of a changing of the guard. That was messy from Vinicius. It was on the edge.
Corner.
Given us a corner. Throw from Rodrigo.
I'll take that.
But yeah.
Good from Mazraoui. Does well. Yeah, it's not a penalty. And it's definitely a corner. Yeah, it is a corner. Chance of Bayern Munich to find the back of the net here.
Yeah. Cowboys know says Mbappe, please come to us. I don't think you need to beg, mate. I think he's going to do it anyway. Remarkable signing.
I mean, you need to bloody grace the world of football if that happens, because that is going to be bloody murder.
Joshua Kimmich towards the back post, headed over by Bayern. Chance goes begging.
Free kick anyway there and there for Real Madrid as a push from somebody. But yeah, when Mbappe joins the Real Madrid team, it is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see how you stop them after that. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. But there you go. This is that Kroos ball in behind again. What a run from Vinicius Jr. Great finish. That's what they do. It's a brilliant goal. It's a really, really good goal.
Gary says Tuchel might be a victim of circumstance, but his attitude of managerial style certainly didn't help. I disagree massively, Gary. I think you've got he's never really... Well, he seems to have gained a reputation as not being easy to work with in terms of at management level. But if you look at all the situations, PSG are not an easy club to work with. Chelsea's new owners just came in and decided he wasn't going to work for the club. And didn't really give him any time there. And then the Bayern ones here, I mean, it was awful. It was an awful decision to sack Nagelsmann in the first place. They just panicked. And then Tuchel won the title just about.
One thing I do like about Tuchel is that he's not afraid to say what he thinks. And I love that. I've always loved managers who do that. Mourinho is obviously the biggest one who does it. He just says it how it is.
The difference is because of Mourinho's trophy cabinet,
Exactly,
track
he
record.
gets away with
He
it.
can say what he wants. Nobody's going to tell him off.
And a lot of people are scared. I mean, Gary Neal likes to say how it is as well, doesn't he? But he's not got the aura.
I was going to
of it,
say.
like, the FA and the Premier League never reprimanded Jose Mourinho, did they?
They did.
Yeah.
Quite regularly, every week.
But it's no one really, because he just took on the chin and carried on doing what he wouldn't listen to it, so they just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like that about managers. There's too many nowadays that just hide behind a pre-written statement about things.
Yeah, and there is a free kick. Yeah, I think in a lot of the cases, it's players who didn't play at the highest level that then, when they become managers, are a bit more conditioned to speaking normally.
Yeah.
Players like Carlo Ancelotti, who were in, arguably the best team in the world in the Milan side of the 90s, 80s, 90s. Players like him are obviously going to be, a bit more used to not saying whatever they think.
Yeah, free kick and a very good opportunity here for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And a chance with about 5 minutes to go for them to try and score a goal here.
Shower says PSG will win the Euros. Not sure they can.
Croatia, saying Croatia? I swear someone else said Croatia.
No, it's just Shower. Keep saying Croatia are going to win the Euros. There is absolutely no basis for it. If it was to happen by some miracle, he looks like a genius, but it's not. It's just not going to happen.
A good opportunity here. Kane, Goretzka, and is that Muller having the conversation over it?
There's about 5 of them. So Sane's there, Goretzka's there, Kimmich. No Thomas Muller.
Oh, Lyman fancy it. If Kyle knows,
if I can get around.
Led at his top corner, I'm incredible.
Cowboy Zeno says, who do you think is going to win the league? Which league, Zeno? If you mean the Champions League, I think it's incredibly difficult to call. For me, it'd probably be the winner of this tie. I'd love to see Dortmund do it because they've just not done it in a while. Obviously, they won their last title came in '96, and they were most recently finalists in 2013. As long as it's not PSG, I don't really care about the other 3 teams.
Yeah, honestly, I can't watch them win a Champions League. But will be ruined forever if they do.
Same as City. If City and then PSG win it, I mean, I think that's a really damning reflection on
this free kick better be good because we've waited a minute and a half and they set it up. It's Kane or Sane from about 23 yards out.
I think Kane will shoulder the responsibility of this one then.
Huge moment in this game.
Interesting. No, it will be Leroy Sane. No, it will be Kane. It drills it wide. Close from Bayern Munich. Interesting routine. I mean, they confused even me as they kept jogging over the ball.
Not a bad effort at all from Harry Kane. Thought that might just find the back of the net.
Tries to catch Lunin out here by going to the far corner rather than over the wall. Quite a smart routine.
That was in. Either Lunin gets a hand to it, but it goes through his hand, or that net into the...
There was venom.
Yeah.
Behind that strike.
Not a bad strike at all from Harry Kane.
Just slightly wide. Slightly wide. God Gaming says Real Madrid will win the Champions League. Fair enough. As I say, I think they're definitely the favourites now.
Yeah.
I think it would have been Manchester City the favourites. Real managed to beat them. So yeah, I think Real are definitely the favourites. Bellingham in on goal. There's a foul in there. Is it in the box? No, and it's just a yellow card.
I think Dyer was covered there. I think he was just about covered. But Bellingham gets the wrong side of him again. He's fought off his Mazraoui.
Yeah.
I think it's outside the box, and I think Dyer was covering the fullback there, which is why we haven't seen a red card.
Yeah. I think you're right there.
Yeah.
Just not quite in the penalty area. Seemed to have coverage. So it wasn't last man.
It's a dangerous one to make in that situation as well. But good chances to give away for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's 2 through balls from Real Madrid. One led to a goal and one has led to a free kick in a very, very good area. Yeah, it's going to be a worry.
Yeah, sorry, our coverage is just struggling a little bit now.
Yeah, just a Bayern will feel very frustrated, very, very frustrated that they can't find a way through in this game. I mean, they should be winning. They really should be winning.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of chances in the early stages, couldn't really take any.
Yeah.
Rodrigo's free kick there right into the face of Harry Kane. Apologies for our interruption there. But yeah, so a corner now for Real Madrid. And again, a big chance. They do have a bit of aerial presence here. Players like Tony Rudiger. Kroos whips it in. Fernandes flicks it on. Now Rodrigo. Tries to get around Conrad Lima, but can't. And then Lima hooking it out, but that will be another corner.
Yeah, not quite sure that's what he went to do there.
No. I think he wanted to get it out. Didn't exactly happen. But a good first half so far. Oh, will we have any additional time is the big question. I was hoping to lead into whatever the additional time is there, but we'll have the Real Madrid corner first. Let's put a big dish antenna on the shed. Yeah, that would be good, Gary. And it's played short. Valverde, Kroos, ball in, headed away by Harry Kane. Ferland Mendy. And there will be no additional time in this first half. That is it. 45 minutes are up at the break. Bayern Munich 0, Real Madrid 1. The only difference so far, that goal from Vinicius Jr. So Bayern with all the chances, but Real Madrid with the goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those halves that you can easily describe. Bayern Munich were in total control for the majority of the half, had chance after chance, did not take those chances, and Real Madrid did what they do best and punished those opportunities. They've had one shot on target and they scored it, and that is all they need to do to win this football game. They know how to win these games. They're doing exactly what Ancelotti's asked for them, and they are now hoping to see this game through for another big win. Because, I mean, if they're to win here, they know at the Bernabeu they are the favourites to get this tie across the line.
Yeah, definitely so. I think that they did well to weather the early storm from Bayern Munich. Bayern created a lot of chances in the early moments, but ultimately couldn't convert any. I think there was some good a good phase of play from Real Madrid towards the end of the half. Obviously, the Vinicius goal was wonderfully worked from Vinicius himself, dragging Kim Min-jae inside or deeper, and then springing off of him and Kroos with that ball in behind. Wonderfully weighted pass, by the way, because that's so easy to get wrong in that sort of situation. But he played it well. Real were in, and he slotted it past Neuer like it was nobody's business. Very good finish from Vinicius, the only difference maker in the half so far.
Yeah, it was incredible, and that is what Real Madrid do. They have these players that can score goals like that. You know, two pieces of individual quality from Kroos and Vinny, and that is how you get your goal. Manuel Neuer didn't stand a chance. I mean, inexperienced defending, really poor defending. Would have expected a lot better from Kim Min-jae, but overall, a really well taken goal.
He's played really well this evening as well, so I think it's harsh. Obviously, he did make a huge mistake in that moment, but he had a good half other than that. As Shara says, if Bayern don't convert, there isn't any way that they beat Madrid at the Bernabeu. I think they could lose tonight 1-0 and still have a chance in the second leg. It definitely complicates matters a lot. If they win tonight, Bayern, then they know that all they've got to do is go away and hope to get something from the game. But if they lose tonight, it becomes much more difficult. Much more difficult, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%. And I think the imperative for Tuchel will be to not lose tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And again, this is a manager that knows what to do at this stage, and he'll be frustrated that his side are 1-0 down, because realistically, they could have been 3-0 up inside 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think that's too unreasonable. We could definitely... Bayern missed a lot of chances. That Sane one goes in after just, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that.
The first one was 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he had another one in the second minute,
So he had chances. Sane had chances. There was one as well for Kane, which he couldn't quite find the target with. So it's not like they've not had chances in this game. I mean, I want to turn to the stats to see what they're saying, but they reflect a lot of what we've been saying. Actually, 52% of the possession for Bayern Munich, 8 shots to 3, one big chance which was missed for Bayern Munich, one big chance converted for Real Madrid. Real Madrid winning on XG, but obviously they had that huge XG chance for Vinicius. I imagine that generated quite a high number. So 0.66 for Real Madrid to 0.50 for Bayern Munich. So that's the thing. They've had chances, but they're fleeting and they're not clear-cut. They're not defined. So, whereas obviously Real Madrid managed to create a really good chance. I mean, that on its own, 0.59 expected goals. So clearly, Real Madrid understand how to create really high-quality chances, even if they aren't frequent, whereas Bayern Munich create a lot of chances, not many of them though real high quality. Obviously in the league like the Bundesliga, you can get away with that because you create a lot of chances, but you can rely on players like Harry Kane. I think he's on 35 goals or something like that in the league this season. Something absolutely 35 in 31 matches. Absolutely ridiculous tally. So for me, that's the problem for Bayern so far, is they're creating a lot of chances, but they're not necessarily chances that actually are incredibly scoreable. I mean, you look at the one for Sane against Vinny, and while they look like similar chances, very different positioning in terms of where the player is in relation to the goal, very different positioning as to where the player is in relation to the goalkeeper, and also the time that they've got. Sane didn't have a whole lot of time to get that shot away. Vinicius had a bit more time to think about it, know where he's going to place it. And again, given his position, there wasn't a whole lot Manuel Neuer could do about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bayern Munich aren't losing this game. This game isn't being decided on tactics at the moment. It's purely down to the personnel in the positions. Vinny Jr. got one chance and took it, whereas Sane, Kane, Musiala, Muller, they've had chances and not taken them. And that is purely down to how they're playing on the day.
I think it's wrong, though, to say it's not tactical, down to tactics, because a lot of, obviously, the tactic will denote how you create chances, and Real Madrid's tactic is better at creating high quality chances because they spring forwards where the defence is unsettled. I know today's goal didn't necessarily come through that, but they are really good at creating high XG chances. Again, that does also come through individual quality. And then on the flip side, Bayern have a system which creates lots of chances, but they're not necessarily of the highest quality.
Yeah.
And then that says Ipswich 1-0 up at Coventry, by the way. Yes, I saw that. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Hopefully Coventry can find 2 goals, and so Ipswich don't go up to the Premier League. Equally, obviously, if Ipswich lose on Saturday and Leeds win, then Leeds go up. So, really could go either way.
A lot to be decided there, a lot to be decided tonight. I mean, this, for me, still what he would lead the second leg in the balance. If Real Madrid to win 2-0, then I think it's going to be a long way back for Bayern Munich. And I mean, we look forward to tomorrow night as well. I think that game is going to at times be very close in both legs. I can't call that. I really can't. PSG, they've got Mbappe, they've got the Mbappe factor. Whereas, I feel like Dortmund, they're a very, very good side. And they've played really well at times.
They are. I think Dortmund can come up with some good results, and we saw that actually in the game against Atletico Madrid, obviously.
I mean, it was pish, Atleti all the way. But
yeah.
It's so Dortmund to not mark Mbappe and then let him score a hat-trick.
I just think that a lot of the Dortmund squad it's quite a weird makeup of a team for starters. But also you've got a coach in Edin Terzic who isn't the most experienced at this level at all. I just don't think he's done well at times, but there's also been times where you just go, what is he doing?
Yeah.
I think, they haven't achieved a lot in the league this season. They're 5th at the moment, I believe.
Yeah.
Behind Stuttgart in 3rd, Leipzig in 4th, and obviously Bayern and Leverkusen. But it feels like Dortmund are massively underachieving, so I have no idea how they're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. The same for Bayern, really. I don't really know how they're here either, but that's the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. I have no idea how Arsenal lost that tie. They really should have beaten Bayern Munich.
It's a weird complex, isn't it? Because it's the one year that neither Bayern or Dortmund are topping the league, and they're both in the Champions League semi-finals. It's incredible.
Gary says Leicester managed to get it together in time to win the league. Nearly slipped away from them for a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad. Glad to see they managed to survive. I think they will go down next year because they will start with a 10-point deduction. And ultimately, I don't think they've got what it takes to come back from that. I don't know. Maybe they will. But I don't think Maresca will be a roaring success. And if you look at Burnley this season...
I think, is it good for Luton Town to go up? But to be completely honest, if you've got Leicester starting on -10, I look at some of the teams in the Premier League now... for Ipswich to go up. I think if Leicester start on -10, and then Forest could still have more coming, and they're not great anyway.
Well, they could be in the Championship.
I mean, even if... I think whoever stays up for me is in big trouble again. There's a chance if Ipswich get up and then invest well that they can stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, potentially. Potentially they'll have a 10-point head start on Leicester. There's no real excuses to be below them.
Yeah, no.
But, it will be very, very interesting. Gary saying it's having a fantastic season too. Yeah, I can't really get on board with that though, Gary. Don't like Ipswich. And then Gary also saying, hoping Southampton have a good playoffs, but honestly wouldn't have complaints about any of the 4 teams in the playoffs. I hope it's Norwich if Ipswich go up, so we still keep that derby. And also so then Norwich don't fall behind Ipswich.
Yeah.
And also that'd be hilarious because obviously Ipswich fans are like, it's been an incredible season for them and it feels like Norwich have just sort of popped up towards the end. But it's been a fantastic championship season. We've already done one video on it. We'll probably do another after. We might do one next week, depending on obviously what happens this weekend on the final day. I think we did look at during the playoffs. I'm not exactly sure that we will. It depends who's there, and it also depends whether we are. What else we're streaming that day? Yeah. But should be very interesting. See the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Nick Nat's got a lot to say about Southampton's season, but I love this. I mean, this is the best and the worst. I mean, usually this can be the worst time of the year for football, but to be honest, especially the Euros coming up, it's the best. Because you've got the climax of all the different leagues that have been phenomenal, all the tournaments are coming to the close, but plus it doesn't stop for a few months because we've thrown straight into the Euros, and that is just incredible. It's going to be a brilliant few months coming up for football. It really, really is.
Yeah, definitely. A guy says, thoughts on Wrexham in League One? Not gonna lie, I did not expect them to get back-to-back promotions.
Oh, I did.
They are, I know a lot of people will defend Wrexham. I don't think it's a fairy tale, though, them climbing up through the league. So it's a brilliant story, don't get me wrong. It's a small side. You've never been up the Football League before, and they've got the Hollywood owners and all that. Not a fairy tale, though. That's not a fairy tale is Luton Town, a team that have no budget and do it against the odds. They're not a fairy tale.
I'm intrigued to see how Wrexham will do this year in League One.
It's still a really good story. They've done well, but they have spent loads and loads of money. Yeah. They have got the best. They did have a League 2 team in the Panorama National. They did have a League 1 team in League 2. Now, whether they can build a Championship team in League 1 is another story. I still think that they will. I think whatever happens, they'll be in the playoffs next season. I think they're good enough.
I think it'll be interesting. It's a tough league.
They're good enough to do that.
It's a tough league.
Well, it's usually the league where you struggle to get through. It's a difficult one if you're climbing up through the ladder.
It's the one league.
I mean, Lincoln have got stuck there for years, haven't they?
Even this year, playoff in the final day, threw it away. But it's one of those where it's the one league in the football pyramid where anyone can beat anyone. And that's what I love.
Well, I think the Championship's the same. I think even the Premier League to a certain extent.
No.
Yeah.
Luton, Burnley and Sheffield United could not rock up at the Etihad and beat Manchester City.
No, but Luton have drawn with Liverpool this season. Luton gave a good game to Man City.
Yeah, but it's not anyone beating anyone, is it?
It's possible, though.
Like, Rotherham can go to Leicester.
No, they can't.
And win. They did.
But that's exactly... You've just argued with the exact thing I argued.
What?
That they can go and win.
No, they did.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, but that has happened. Sheffield United have beaten a big team before. Not this season because Sheffield United are shite. But the team bottom of the league has beaten the team top of the league before. It doesn't happen consistently in the Championship.
It does. Rotherham beaten Leicester
this season,
and beaten Ipswich and
no, but you're not.
This year.
Okay, you're only talking about this season again, so it's not consistently. You haven't got any evidence for that. But what I'm saying, I think in any of the English football leagues, to a certain extent, teams can beat anyone. We saw in the Premier League, you got the wheel as well, where everyone's beaten everyone this season, which is quite fun. But yeah, very interesting. Daz says, big up guys, what do you think of the new Euro rules 26-man squad announced? I think it's good because I don't really see why we limit the amount of players that can go.
Means we can still take Jordan Henderson
which is
but also take
big advantage. Yeah, so that's great. But I'm quite on board with the idea. I think,
Yeah.
especially now that we've got 5 subs as well, might as well bring more players, as reduce the impact of injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, good point.
I'm really intrigued to see how this second half goes, because Bayern, from the pattern of the first half, Bayern should get back in this game, score a goal and level it up. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid win this tie 3-0. I really wouldn't. It's what they do.
Yeah.
And they're already 1-0 up. I'm sure Ancelotti would have had little to say at half time, really. Just keep doing what you're doing. You set him up well enough. Sort it out now. See it through.
Yeah, easier said than done. Bayern will be hoping to come back in the second half and give a game or take the game to Real Madrid. Whether or not that will be possible, I'm sure we'll find out over the next 45 minutes. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult to do. The Real Madrid team are very strong. They are very strong. So it's going to be very interesting. I mean, the fact that they've got Lucas Vazquez playing as a right back and you've got Nacho Fernandez, who I don't think is one of the best centre-halves in the world, but he looks good in this system. It speaks volumes about how you can be carried up levels by players around you. So Southampton rotates much, though, in tournaments. No, not many people do rotate, but it gives you more options, and especially if that final group game means you can have a whole new 11. And, I think a lot of that makes sense. But yeah, should be good. Players now coming out for the second half. But, Real Madrid will be keen to win again. They've had a bit of a drought one year without winning the Champions League. They'll be keen to get back to Europe's top step again. It will be a change for Bayern Munich at the break. Rafael Guerreiro coming on. I think that will be for Nusar Mazraoui, which makes sense because that is an actual left back.
Yeah.
And Guerreiro is very attacking. So no, it's for number 8, which is Leon Goretzka.
Is it?
I believe.
Oh yeah, it is Kimmich 6. Well, that's a Kimmich.
So Mazraoui to right back, Kimmich into midfield.
It's interesting. It's not
Yeah.
unexpected, but it's going to happen anyway. And let's see if that can help Bayern in this second half.
Potentially. So I think they moved him into midfield when he scored his goal against Arsenal.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're thinking.
I'm sure Kimmich. I don't know if that's exactly.
Get a bullet header. It was a really, really good header.
Yeah.
But no, Bayern will want to come out and score early here.
Yeah.
But this is big 45 in this.
They want to, but can they? Will Real Madrid let them? Probably not.
No.
I guess we'll see. Real Madrid to get us started in this second 45 here at the Allianz. It'll be up Rodrigo to knock it back. Once Turpin's happy to get started, he does now blow his whistle. Rodrigo knocks it back, and we're underway for another 45 minutes here in Munich. Bayern Munich 1-0 down at the break. Can they get it back? Could Real Madrid find a second and take control of this tie? That remains to be seen. But I'm sure in for a good 45 minutes regardless. Toni Kroos, and they've lost it there. Have Real Madrid to Bayern. Kane sprays out wide to Joshua Kimmich. Now Leroy Sané wants to take on Vinicius Jr. Drives inside. Shifts it back to Kim Min-jae. Konrad Laimer. Now Kim again. Neuer. Dyer. Goes to Kimmich. Goes to Laimer under pressure, but he manages to use his body well. Reads the game and knocks it out wide. Here is Kimmich. Laimer. Now Joshua Kimmich. Dyer. Mazraoui. Here is Leroy Sané. Mazraoui. Sané gets brought down in there, but they've lost it, and now here come Real Madrid. So interestingly, it looks more like Mazraoui is still playing left back, but they've just taken a man out of the midfield, and instead Joshua Kimmich and Mazraoui are inverting now. Guerrero just sort of stood down the left-hand side.
Yeah, I'm very confused. I don't really know what's going on.
It needs to settle into a 4. I don't know where Guerrero's playing. They are everywhere.
No.
Bayern are everywhere now.
Maybe they are just trying to cover as much of the pitch as possible.
Guerrero's playing in
4-4-2.
Guerrero's in middle midfield out of possession, but in possession, Guerrero plays as the left wing back. Mazraoui and Kimmich invert, so it's a 2-3-4-1. Fair enough.
I don't know what's going on. Oh,
Here's Nacho.
next team, think about that.
Daz says, are you doing any matches weekend or next week now? Yes, Daz. Unfortunately, we can't be live for tomorrow night. We have a scheduling clash with our other channel. But if you wanted to watch us live, we will be live on the Women's Football Chat from 7:15, I think it is, tomorrow night. Then we are live on Thursday for Chelsea versus Tottenham. So if you want to watch us break down into tiers and you want to watch Harry shout something he'll go on to later regret, then join us Thursday night from 7:15 for the 7:30 kickoff. And then this weekend, unfortunately, I don't think we have any TFC streams. We did want to do the Championship final day, but unfortunately, I think we are now bound to other commitments. But we are live twice on the Women's Channel on Sunday. So unfortunately, no TFC stream this weekend, but we are back again next midweek, with both Champions League ties. And then obviously we are covering a load of games heading into the end of the season. I think we've got the penultimate weekend. We've got some games planned. There's some midweek fixtures in between the penultimate game week and the final match week. Obviously, we will be doing a bumper Premier League final day stream. So yeah, very exciting times as we round off the Premier League season.
Yeah.
And get into the Euros, where we are currently planning on doing every single match. So look out for that. That's going to be an incredible summer. Valverde finds Jude Bellingham, where we will probably die of heat exhaustion.
Probably.
Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Kim Min-jae gets in front of it.
Okay, viral, won't it?
Kimmich. Yeah, if you die and I was around, yeah, that will go viral.
Man dies from heat exhaustion watching Germany, Scotland.
Oh, I'm here for that one. I was going to say. Dal says, are you doing any... Yeah, sorry, I've already read that one. Gary says, league prediction, will City drop any points before season end?
No.
Nah, City going to win it. It's boring, isn't it? No. It's been a really good season.
They try and justify why Arsenal will win the league. And I think they said... City were going to get
Bellingham.
2 draws.
Lucas Vazquez. There's a chance they drop points. I just don't think it's going to happen.
And if they do, Arsenal will as well.
Nah, not necessarily.
That's Arsenal. Come on. Professional bottle jobs.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a debate going on whether the money or Pep Guardiola are a bigger factor. Now, obviously, Pep would never join if it weren't for the money. But I don't think City would be as dominant if it was just because of the money. I think it's just the manner in which Guardiola is. If he can build a squad to his liking, he will dominate because he's an incredible manager.
It's like you've given Pep Guardiola the create a club option on FM.
Yeah, it's just not fair, is it?
He's just gone and made who he wants.
He's picked Man City and then he's changed it to Guardiola FC and he's just signed all the best players in the world.
Yeah.
That are perfect to his system. But also the manner in which he plays. Even when Liverpool won the league, they dropped points and they had weird games and there was tough moments and stuff like that because of the way they play.
Yeah.
Nacho. But now the City for the last 3 years, and it will be 4 years this season, have been so dominant because they control every match. Jude Bellingham gets it wide to Tony Kroos. Great strike, strong right-handed save from Manuel Neuer there.
Huge save.
Pushing it away.
Huge save.
But also there were some Arsenal fans trying to go, it's all about the money for, City are boring and all this. But it's like, well, you went to the Etihad and played for a draw. If you hadn't played for a draw and you'd won that game, you'd be top of the league right now. So there's so many little things like that. If you hadn't slipped up against, he was trying to say, we've been perfect all season, but, we had that one slip up against Villa. And it's like, well, no, because you drew earlier in the season to Chelsea in a game you should have lost.
We've been perfect, but there's not a sentence you can say because you haven't been perfect.
Well, they won 13 of their first 14 matches, then played City. Yeah. And it's like, well, we've played so well, and it's, City dropped points to Wolves in that span. I think Arsenal must drop points somewhere, but I can't remember where. And then they lost to City.
I think to beat.
What did they lose to City? I can't remember what happened this season has felt so long. I don't really know why. And the issue is because I support Chelsea.
Honestly, every game is like drag. Like Why is there a game Thursday? Why does that now exist?
Yeah.
We can't even just play one a
That's
week
because we
now.
got to a Carabao Cup final and it's rearranged.
Yeah.
I know that was last Tuesday. This one's because we got to the FA Cup semi-final. We lost both of those. But,
Yeah, shame. What a surprise.
we've not even had the women's team to get by this season because they've been dumped out of all cup competitions and look unlikely to win the Well, looks like very difficult to win the WSL.
Yeah.
Between them and City at the moment. Conrad Lima driving that ball forwards.
Quite literally driving it forwards.
Sprays it wide. Here is Leroy Sané. Cuts inside. Strikes it well. Leroy Sané brings us level. Wonderful from Sané. We have parity again in this Champions League tie. Bayern Munich 1, Real Madrid 1. The game was dead. There was nothing to it. Sané picks up the ball, drives it inside, strikes well into the bottom corner, and brings life back into this Champions League tie. Bayern Munich 1, Real Madrid 1. We are back level in this tie.
You don't say those, keeper. That is an absolute bolt of a strike. Brilliant football. From a great pass out wide to Lima. Sané does well. He attacks Mendy. Cuts inside. Bang. That is ridiculous.
Hit with such venom that Andre Lunin does not have time to react. So straight, so flat, so perfect from Leroy Sané.
That has flown off his boot.
Incredible strike.
That is ridiculous.
And Munich rejoices.
I mean, I've been intrigued to see the pace of that ball because that was cannoned off his left foot. Incredible strike. And I mean, as you say, we're level in this game, and that is exactly what Bayern needed. Unlike in the first half, they haven't wasted their opportunities. They've come out, they've played well again in the opening stages, and they've punished Real Madrid. That is I mean, wow. He hit that with such accuracy, with such pace.
Yeah, he drove so much through that shot. And you have to say, Tuchel got it right at half-time. They've come out looking rejuvenated. Real haven't had many chances so far.
But I love the way, because he just forced it into the corner.
Yeah.
He told the ball, this is exactly where you're going. Bang. And it went...
Real, though, looking to change the story, but Bayern do win it back. Sané doing his best now to try and give them the goal he's just scored back.
I mean, you see darts players do it, and they just force it into the treble 20. That's exactly what Sané's just done. Incredible precision, just absolutely fired
and
it.
It's a game where he struggled with his finishing.
Yeah.
He's had two big chances, and there he just looked a different man. He looked so much more confident in front of goal.
Yeah, it's incredible shot.
Nick Nack says, "What a goal out of nothing! Incredible shot. Couldn't put it back myself, Nick Nack." Very good stuff from Bayern Munich. Very good strike from Leroy Sané. And similar to Real Madrid, it came through the individual quality. Yeah. It's what makes the Champions League so good. It's why that Real Madrid City first leg was 3-3. Because all the goals weren't from, oh, look at this wonderful tactical goal. Yes. It was, oh, look at these world-class players just picking up the ball and striking it. It's Musiala brought down the box. Penalty! Penalty for Bayern Munich. Musiala brought down. Penalty for Bayern Munich. Big moment. The momentum's with Bayern. They've got a penalty. The tide has turned in this game. Jamal Musiala darted inside, dragged down by the Real Madrid defender. It's clumsy from Madrid. Was it Lucas Vazquez? Yeah. Who just caught him.
There's no complaints from any Real players.
Yeah.
It's a stonewall penalty.
Don't know what he's tried to do there.
Yeah, sticks a leg out.
As soon as you do that, Musiala does not need a second invitation.
Yeah. Incredible
and
play.
You can see the celebration there. And Rudiger just giving a tip there to Andre Lunin. So it will be Kane that takes it, surely. Yes, it is. England's number 9.
It's a huge moment.
Bayern's number 9.
What
and
a start to the second half.
Although Lunin say 9.
Like it. This is massive. I mean, the last penalty he took under pressure. He sent Sky over at the World Cup.
Kane for Bayern. Loves scoring penalties in red and white. Can he do another one tonight? Harry Kane steps up, dispatches of it well. Bayern are back in front, or are in front for the first time tonight. They should have scored 2 in the first 10 minutes. They have scored 2 now. Real Madrid led a half that they shouldn't have. Now Bayern find themselves 2-1 up after just 10 minutes in the second half. Incredible turnaround. How has this happened, Harry?
I mean,
How?
this is absolutely brilliant. Bayern have come out with a vengeance in the second half. They've come out and gone, right, we don't deserve to be losing this game. We should be in front with the amount of chances we had in that first half. They've come out in the second. They've taken every chance. They've created so many chances.
It's amateur from Lucas Vazquez.
From back to front, 2 goals, bang, bang, and they lead this game. And it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And again, as you say, individual quality. First from Sane with a wonderful strike that no goalkeeper on the planet would have saved. And then from Musiala with a penalty that Harry Kane was always going to bury on a stage like this. Incredible, incredible scenes. Bayern lead this game, and now this game it's up in the air. I don't know what to think anymore.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick Nat, gifting 1 membership. I've managed to win it. How has this happened? I swear I had my perks turned off as well. Sorry about that. Brilliant stuff. Anyway, thank you, Nick Nat, for gifting me a membership.
We're good at this thing.
I was so sure I had that turned off.
I'm going to turn mine off in case Kane or Bellingham scores again.
Well, sorry, chat. You don't get a gifted
You got to hope Kane and Bellingham score
membership. Again. Yeah. Anyway, Vinicius. Now Kroos, Tchouaméni. Drills it out wide. And brought down there, but not given by Turpin. Bayern come away with the ball. Frustration for Real Madrid. You could see the players starting to complain now. Starting to grow tired and frustrated with this game. Sharon says, bro just gifted membership to the YouTuber. Yeah. Well, now I can watch my own members-free content. Members-only content. I'm so pleased. Thank you, Nick Nack. But yeah. Zachary says, no. How? That's fine, though. We clutch up. Will Real Madrid clutch up, per se? We'll find out in the next 30 minutes, but incredible turnaround from Bayern Munich to be in the position they are now. From a goal down to 2-1 up within a matter of 5 minutes, I think it was, between the first goal and the second goal for Bayern. Incredible turnaround. All inspired by that Leroy Sané venomous effort. And now they're coming forwards again. Kane is in for Bayern. Rudiger comes across. Has he got that one right? Ooh. Yes, he has.
Ooh.
Wonderful. Wonderful there from Tony Rudiger. He could have got that so crossed up. It's
great strength.
It's good, yeah.
Great strength. Incredible turning from Tony Rudiger. A bit of mess on the floor there that ends up in a Madrid free kick. Half an hour to go here then. Bayern 2, Real Madrid 1. Huge moment in this game. Huge. I mean, I'm really intrigued to see where this goes from here. Because if Bayern can hold on, the next week at the Bernabeu is going to be incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Tony Kroos can't quite keep that under his control. Dyer, Mazraoui, Eric Dyer. Goes across to Manuel Neuer. Now here's Joshua Kimmich. Kim Min-jae. Back to Neuer. Now Conrad Laimer. Trying to play that ball across a bit haphazard from Laimer, but they do keep it in play, Bayern. Ball in over the top and unable to keep that under his control. Here's Rafael Guerrero. Gary, welcome back to the stream. You have a way of just turning up after a bit of chaos. Click away for a bit and Bayern turn the match around. Yeah, now you have the chance to dictate the game, because if Gary goes again, Real Madrid will win 3-2. If Gary stays, it's going to be 2-1. Nothing's going to happen. Yeah. Those are the rules. We can't, we can't control it.
I'd rather Gary stayed, but you do what you want, Gary.
Yeah. Makes it the second leg even more interesting. Aurelien Tchouaméni trying to drag that ball forward, trying to get Real Madrid going in this game again. Because at the moment they're a little crestfallen. Now I wouldn't say their spirits are dampened. Real Madrid are still always going to be ready to go, but an incredible team as Rodrigo Cruz here. Great stuff. He just drove past Nasir Mazraoui. Incredible dribbling.
Great.
But was stopped in his tracks by Eric Dyer. So
I love that kind of football from wingers.
yeah. Rudiger. Now Nacho Fernandez, Toni Kroos. Finds Jude Bellingham. Bellingham to Kroos. He just tries to lift that out wide. Vasquez is going to get there. Can they turn this into a chance? Rodrigo, Vasquez. Now Fede Valverde. Aurelien Tchouameni tries to play it out wide. Stopped though by Musiala. Here come Bayern. Jamal Musiala. He just runs himself off the field. I do feel the difference between Musiala and Bellingham. Now, there are a lot of differences, of course, but there's just an elegancy that Bellingham plays with that I think Musiala lacks at times. Now, I know he can be a very elegant footballer, but I feel like he's just a bit clumsy. He lacks that sort of star aura for me.
Yeah.
Not the worst thing in the world. But...
No. It's a good thing, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bayern their imperative now is to hold on to this because they will take 2-1. I think they'll even take 2-2 at home. I mean, if they could get another one, though, that would be absolutely massive. Although they've been dispossessed here.
Yeah, they can't. Vinicius Junior blocked well. It's another chance of Vinicius. It's Messi. It's poked through. It's cleared away by Conrad Lima. Here's Rodrigo. Goes down under challenge, but there's nothing in that. And here come Bayern. Kane.
And there is something in that, and now foul to Bayern Munich and a yellow card heading in the direction of Toni Kroos. And Bayern will take all the pressure off themselves here with this deep set piece. Yeah, Kroos just leaves one on the England captain. Already found the back of the net once, so causing problem. This was Messi though from Bayern. Good from Vinicius Junior to pick the ball up, gets a shot away, good block, nearly got another shot away. Big tackle from Kim Min-jae, and the ball was chipped in and hacked away by Lima. But Kroos into the book then. And there is a change for Real Madrid, I think, because Camavinga's just come on the pitch. For Nacho Fernandez.
So this will be Aurelien Tchouameni into the back line.
Or Camavinga to fullback.
Lucas... No, Ferland Mendy to centre half. No, it's Tchouameni into the back line.
Oh, because he's centre half. I forgot Nacho and playing right back.
I thought Vasquez was centre half for a moment. It would have been Ferland Mendy.
Oh, what player?
Vasquez centre half.
Yeah, love it.
Anyway, as Zachary says, Gary Leaf now come back in the 88th minute. Even Gary laughing at that one. Making Gary laugh is a phenomenal achievement. Well done.
Honestly, the knighthood.
That's all Harry aims to do.
That's not. It's not something like that.
On his goals.
And a foul going against Musiala there.
I don't think it did.
Yeah. That's what he's aggrieved about.
I think he's annoyed that's not a card. He's just been bundled over by Camavinga.
No, they're pointing the wrong way.
Coventry are level. Coventry 1, Ipswich 1.
Ooh, wow.
64 minutes on the clock. Can they complete a turnaround and go 2-1 up?
Wow.
Copy Bayern.
That would be big.
Not that Ipswich sound like Real Madrid or that Coventry like Bayern, but...
Yeah.
Kiefer Moore does draw compelling comparisons to Vinicius Junior, to be fair.
I see it. I do see it.
Actually right with that one.
Ball.
Or should I say Leroy Sane? Here come Bayern, ball into the box. Harry Kane, it comes off a
That's
Real
a
defender.
massive block.
Well, there was a
massive
huge
block.
deflection. I thought that was going to send it in.
It was
Nice
brilliant
Kane
from
on the
Mazraoui. Kane picks up on his path, touch, bang. Takes the nick off Rudiger, out for a Bayern Munich corner.
Yeah.
Huge block. If not, Kane may have made that 3-1. At that point, it'd definitely be advantage Bayern Munich. Wow, we are got to go on our hands here. Really do. I'm really enjoying it. It's what you want to see in the Champions League semi-final. It's been brilliant.
Corner now for Bayern.
Absolutely buzzing.
Joshua Kimmich. Swings it towards the back post. Header on target. Should be in the back of the net from Dyer. Straight at Lunin. Real Madrid count their lucky stars.
Fans would cry if Dyer and Kane scored a Champions League semi-final.
Live vicariously through Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Now here come Real Madrid. Lucas Vazquez. Fantastic tackle from Nazir Mazraoui. So, there's a few Real fans dotted in the home end. Brave souls.
I don't see Real Madrid getting back in this game.
See, that is where you're wrong.
I don't know. I think Bayern have got enough now. Now they're winning. The home crowd
I think Bayern can hold on, but I could definitely see Jude Bellingham just scoring a goal.
Modric and Brahim Diaz are going to come on in a minute.
They are subs.
Yeah. We'll get this thing.
Bellingham trying to bring that forward as Lima wins it back. Having commits a foul.
Lima's been super.
And that will be fouled. Yeah, I mean, he has been phenomenal. As I say, he's one of those players where he doesn't look like, your world-class footballers, but he is. He's quality.
Late one there from Camavinga.
And they got him for free as well.
Yeah.
Because he plays in the Bundesliga and they all want to play for.
The end up with Dyer's head, unmarked, straight at Lunin though.
Got a head in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Tuchel frustrated because he knows if they go 3-1 up, there's a very good chance to take a lead, if not, at the worst, a draw to the Bernabeu. There's no way they could do 3 in 20 minutes, you'd like to think. But yeah, sets the second leg up nicely, this scoreline. It definitely does, Nick Nack. Definitely does.
Is that Raheem Diaz or Raul Thomas? I think it's Thomas.
No, it's Brahim.
Oh, I was right the first time.
I don't think Raul Thomas is anywhere near Real Madrid anymore. He's definitely not coming off the bench in the Champions League semi-final. No, it is number 21, Brahim. Because it has Brahim on the back of his shirt, not Diaz.
That's what confused me.
To Thomas is at Rayo Vallecano, where he has got 1 goal and 2 assists in 23 matches this season.
Get him on. Get him on.
And they are 15th.
Get him on.
Bring him back. To be fair, Hosselu came back from seemingly the dead. So, you never know.
I think Nick Nack's right. This does set up the second leg very nicely. I think it's exactly how you want it. Bayern with a goal advantage. Because it means that even if they lose at the Bernabeu 1-0, it still goes to extra time penalties.
Now here come Bayern Munich. Jamal Musiala tries to deliver the ball, blocked out for a corner though.
But Bayern can do this all night. Run down the wing corners and hope that guy's big noggin can get on it.
Zachary says, look, Bayern not winning. Nothing. Real got Jesus on their side. Have they? I thought he played for Arsenal.
Wee.
Or Sevilla, if you're fancying a more niche one.
Where's Juan Jesus nowadays?
I want to say Saudi Arabia.
Oh, less exciting.
I think. Maybe Qatar. I think that's where he went. But yeah. Ball in from Bayern Munich towards the back post. Punched away by
Big
Lunin.
hand from Lunin.
Speaking of random Serie A players, did you see Salernitana got relegated?
No.
Okay, well they did. Anyway, their team is so weird. They had like Guilherme Ochoa. They had like, I think Jerome Boateng was there. There's so many just random footballers.
Boateng at Salernitana.
And they got relegated. It's like, how have they done that? It switched 2-1 as well in that championship game.
Huge goal.
That is a huge goal, yeah. Let me find it. They're like ridiculous players there for no real reason.
Kimmich. Over the corner. Good ball in. Dyer's head again. It falls down and it rolls into
that was
Lunin's
just
hand.
going to get poked in.
Wow, another let off from a corner for Real Madrid. Great ball in. Dyer heads down. Hits Lima. And Goretzka can't... But Bayern have won it back up the pitch. Goretzka.
Chips it towards Musiala. The ball in the box is not good enough. But yeah, as I was saying about the Salernitana team, you have Boateng Ochoa, Federico Fazio, you've got Konstantinos Manolas, obviously huge players from like Roma back in the day. They had Marco Pellegrino, I think it was at AC Milan last season, Lorenzo Pirola, who was, I want to say, at Marseille, Antonio Candreva, who's apparently been brilliant this season. They had Boulaye Dia. It's just like, how on it? They went down bottom of the league, 15 points. So, to be fair, they've still got 4 games to go, but they're down. But yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Currently going down with Sassuolo, by the way. That's a huge loss for Italian football. And Udinese. which would be
God.
a huge loss for the Pozos. But here come Real Madrid, Vasquez.
Oh, golly, what a shame.
See, not a loss. It was because you've had teams like Monza come up and shock everyone, finishing 11th, or currently in 11th. You've got teams like Lecce coming up 13th, Frosinone 16th. They could still go down, very much so. But Udinese just need to gain 2 points on them. But they are not down as it stands. But yeah, Sassuolo, with 4 games left to go, are going to need to... Well, they're 5 points off safety.
Wow.
It's a lot of wins.
Real still coming forward then, pushing for an equaliser. Vasquez, Valverde, Vinny, Valverde.
Can they get a shot away? They do. It's deflected and cleared away then by Conrad Lima.
Bloody hell, Rudiger's just thrown Goretzka on the floor, which is...
Real almost exposed those. Bayern just ran loads of people.
You know how big Goretzka is. For Taylor to throw him on the floor by quite
Yeah.
some distance is incredible.
To be fair to Sassuolo, Berardi has been injured all season. Anyway, back to the Champions League semi-final we're watching. Here's Camavinga.
Modric and Brindez have still not got on the pitch.
What that whole conversation stemmed from was Raul de Thomas.
Yeah.
To Thomas.
I don't know how they haven't got on the pitch yet. That is a foul from Lima, and he has a bit of a go.
Was it Kimmich?
As well.
Or Lima?
Lima was the one who's throwing his arms in the air. Yeah. So look, Lima just runs over to him, well, he's in.
Yeah.
And now you think Rounded will get their changes on.
Yeah.
The eyebrows still not being raised, Ancelotti.
And the subs still not being made.
Confusing. Does he want to win the game or not?
But to be fair, they are. Who'd you take off to get Brahim Diaz on there? Bellingham,
Modric,
Rodrigo would probably be the one. The Modric Cruz is quite like for like. Modric is a bit more creative, but he also doesn't have any legs.
Who's the other midfielder in there?
Camavinga. No, Camavinga now. And Valverde.
No, it'll bring Camavinga off higher.
Just bring on.
That was going to go to
Modric at centre half to be the ultimate ball playing defender is Luka Modric.
Through Stead. Good opportunity. Can Rounded level this tight from here?
Van Grass puts it in there. It's not great. Doesn't beat the first man. It's headed away. Now here come Bayern. Sane brings it down. Pokes it to Musiala. Strong tackle from Xiaomeni. Gets it spot on. And Kane does not get that one spot on as he trips up Toni Kroos.
And Kroos is asking for the yellow card.
He's baffled. I mean, that's a yellow note, asking for a card.
Yeah. And here
Now
comes
the
the
changes.
Stubbs.
I thought he was just telling Kroos to leave. He hasn't got any cards. So just leave, mate. Just go. I think he's off now anyway, to be fair.
Oh, God.
Sorry why Kroos did react the way he did. Yeah. Bellingham off for Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. So, I mean, that is a huge call.
I've never watched Brahim Diaz gone for Jude Bellingham and gone, yeah, that's the right idea.
Big call. Trust in his players. Carlo Ancelotti. Tough game for Jude Bellingham. Didn't really have much of a profound impact on the game, so understandable to a certain extent.
What does Diaz give you that Bellingham doesn't?
Energy. Desire.
Like it. Bit harsh.
Oh, he wants to come on prove a point.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm better than Jude Bellingham.
Modric and Kroos have both taken free kicks in the same sort of area, and both of them are absolutely awful.
And they've conceded a free kick of their own, and Bayern will take another opportunity with 15 minutes on the clock to move out the pitch.
Yeah, I don't think Bellingham's worse for on the pitch tonight. For me, I'd have been hooking Rodrigo before him.
Yeah.
Been hooking Valverde even before him. I know it's a slightly different role, but
Oh, that's a soft one.
yeah, not a whole lot in that. Thomas Muller. Here's Leroy Sané. Hounded by Ferland Mendy, but he does manage to get it back now to Kim Min-jae. Guerrero, Dyer. Back now to his goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer.
Yeah, incredible game. First half, really, Bayern should have scored a load, didn't, got punished. And then 2 goals inside 4 minutes. That, in the second half,
Vinga, Modric.
completely turned on his head.
Xiaomeni. Ball goes out wide. Lucas Vazquez. Now Xiaomeni. Valverde tries to play that in behind, but good defending from Mazraoui. He's looked disciplined since the early stages. I think the half-time alteration to his role has definitely helped. The fact he hasn't now got to do any attacking because Guerrero playing as a central midfielder slash wing-back slash he's on the pitch somewhere type role. I don't know. I don't really know what he's doing. He's doing it well. And that's the important thing. Musiala thrown on the floor there. So that will be a foul. Vasquez bringing him down. He's had a hell of an evening, Lucas Vasquez, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's committing a succession of fouls.
Musiala has had his number all day. And with 13 minutes to go, I still think Bayern Munich got it in the bag. But never say never in football. Never say never when you're playing against Real Madrid.
No, never. Oh, I said it. Oh, here come Bayern Munich.
And equally, this is only half time of the tie, so
It's not even that yet, is it?
Given. Oh yeah.
But no, you're right there. I mean, Real Madrid at home could easily win 4-0.
And suddenly you're 2-1. Your 2-1 win at home looks like a mistake.
So it's about, I think winning this home leg is so crucial for Bayern to have any chance of progressing.
Even a draw will do, but
because while Real Madrid might not win the home leg, let alone win 4-0.
Because a draw and win are both good, but what a win does.
Vinicius in behind, has a shot saved by Mamo Neuer.
But what a win does is it means that Bayern Munich they can go to the Bernabeu and play for the draw, play for even a 1-0 loss, and you're still in the game. It basically means that if Bayern win here, they do not have to win at the Bernabeu.
It's what we've not seen of Real this season. Going into a game where they have to win.
Yeah.
City, the second leg, they just need a draw.
Yeah.
And they could take it beyond the 19. They did, and they won on penalties. And in the round before that, I don't even remember who they played or how they got on, but I imagine they won.
Yeah.
Real Madrid hit his own player. Drops Camavinga, they're offside. It's awful effort.
Who did they play in the quarters?
Napoli?
City. Round of 16. No, it's Barcelona.
Was it?
Yes.
I think it was.
Who did Real play in the quarters?
In this round 16, it was Leipzig. That's why nobody remembers it, because nobody cares. It was 1-0 in the first leg in the away tie. Brahim Diaz scored the only goal in that game, so that's why they brought him on. See?
Serge Gnabry is coming on for Thomas Müller. And famously, in his pre-match press conference, Thomas Tuchel said, Serge Gnabry will score. He has a feeling. Here we go then, with 11 minutes to go. He's put.
Was it Lionel Richie?
Yes.
Because he has a feeling.
I mean, if they win tonight, I think he might be dancing on the ceiling of the Allianz.
The Serge Gnabry scoring. I feel like Lionel Richie should redo that. But the Serge Gnabry feeling version.
Musiala's been superb tonight.
Like when Atomic Kitten came back out and did a Southgate You're the One version.
What a number, by the way.
There's Atomic Kitten, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like
Get that song playing in the summer. Southgate's the one.
we won't be able to play it because we'll get demonetized. But we'll sing it.
I'll play it when I wake up.
Screw it. Alarm.
I'll play it when I'm having my lunch.
You might be doing that on the stream at 2 o'clock.
Oh my god, I'm early.
But yeah, make sure if you are watching the Euros this summer, watch every game with us. If not, we'll be very sad. Kimmich.
It's brilliant.
Hopefully we'll get a couple of guests on.
Well, loads of people want to come on.
I know a load of people that do want to come on for the Euros.
There we go then.
Just about scheduling them in.
Prem Farm Day as well.
Hopefully see some new faces as well as some old faces.
Ooh.
Don't know which new faces we'll see.
Not even I know about them.
You don't know any faces.
I don't have
Vanessa. When other people go on the studio, Harry just closes his eyes.
Rodrigo
dragged down. Penalty for Madrid. Clumsy from Eric Dyer. Penalty for Real Madrid.
That's so poor.
Was it Kim? I didn't see which the defender was. I just guessed it was Dyer.
If it is Kim, he's an absolute. It is, isn't it?
You can't put your hands on him. And he drags him to the floor.
Look at Kimmich's reaction in the background.
Kimmich, no.
That's really poor defending. And that is two really poor errors from Kim tonight that have cost Bayern Munich.
Yes. Gary says, remember to like and subscribe, guys. Yes, guys. Thank you, Gary, for the reminder. We are one sub away from 2.25k. Gary says, I like the channel so much I hit the like button twice. Thanks, Gary.
Don't do that.
So helpful.
And now it will be Vinicius Junior from the penalty spot against Manuel Neuer. This is massive. This is an absolutely huge moment in this tie. I mean, Kim has had a terrible game.
Vinicius Junior, I think, with the penalty, 12 yards. Can he remain as cool, calm, composed and collected as Kane did earlier in the contest? Or will he sky over the bar? Could Manuel Neuer save it? So many outcomes.
Here we go.
Can he remain calm? Can he find the equaliser for Madrid? Clement Turpin steps up. Bang. No, Turpin tells the players to get out of the box. Blows his whistle. Vinicius Junior takes a moment before shuffling over to the side. Steps up. Strikes it home. Bayern 2, Real Madrid 2. Los Blancos are level in this Champions League tie. They needed a penalty, but they have got parity once more. Bayern 2, Real Madrid 2. What a game of football being trekked to this evening. What a match.
This game keeps delivering another huge turning point in this game. And Vinicius Junior from 12 yards levels this game once again. It's poor defending from Kim Min-jae. Another costly error. He has an absolute shocker. And Vinny takes full advantage. And we are now level with 7 to play. Is there a chance that Real Madrid turn this game around similarly to how Bayern Munich did when we kicked off this second half?
Yeah, it's a shame because other than conceding a penalty and giving them a goal, Kim Min-jae's done really well, haven't they?
What a game.
But yeah.
Did it do either of those things? Maybe not. He definitely doesn't do both of them.
Well, I wouldn't say definitely.
And the Madrid fans are loving it in the away end. Because they know, I think a draw, they'll take a draw tonight in the circumstances.
Because now they've just got to go Bernabeu, score a goal, go home. Lovely. Brace for Vinicius tonight, though. He's been the difference maker.
Yeah.
We speak about individual quality, and while Bayern's individual quality got them that Sané goal, wonderful strike from him, got them that penalty, it just isn't enough when you're playing Real Madrid. Costly errors from defensive players. It's just, yeah, it's not good enough.
And
not
again,
good enough
you
for
look
Bayern
back to
at
all
home.
the chances in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, they're now rolling it around the defence. They want to give it away. But
Kim might as well put a Real Madrid shirt on tonight.
the prophecy come true. Could Gnabry score as he bursts in behind now? Serge Gnabry.
Scores from there. He's magic.
Cuts inside. Gnabry could take aim. Cuts again, and
he
it's
came in
a
too far.
rogue shot. Should have
Came
shot when
too
he first
far.
cut in.
Yeah.
And just open it up. Instead he goes again, and he's then on the
Leans back,
side. And
that's really poor.
maybe Tuchel's words of confidence did not help him, and he was miles side.
It matters. But yeah. That's really well managed to cut in.
Hit.
Should hit it.
Awful shot.
I mean, also, Ferdinand needs to learn to stop letting wingers cut inside because he let Sané do it and Sané smashed it bottom corner. Oh, that's a soft one in there.
Soft one.
Not much in that.
Camera got really weird there. I thought it was like a replay.
Yeah. 5 minutes left at the Allianz, 2-2. I mean, it feels like a fair result, doesn't it, in some aspects? It's been a brilliant game of football. Best way to end it is with a draw. Honours even. But again, this could be the second time we sit here and go, what was the point? That is the only problem with draws in, because there's no away goals rule, the only problem with draws in the first leg is what was the point of playing the game?
Just quite a good second leg though, doesn't it?
It does, but Real Madrid drew 3-3 with Man City. No point. Drew 2-2 with Bayern here tonight at the moment.
And Rodrigo coming off for Watchalong.
Wow. Back to 11 versus 11 then. Because it was 12 versus 10 when Kim Min-jae was playing for Real Madrid, but now Hossley's going to play for Bayern Munich, so that's fun.
That's good. Anyway, Bayern making a change. Alphonso Davies on for Leroy Sané, so they're shoring up. That's a big call. I know he can be an attacking player. He was an attacking player.
Bombing down the left-hand side could cause some issues.
Very fast. So maybe they'll just look for him to fly down the line and then give it to Kane and they score and win. Yeah, but it feels like if you're going to do that, why not take out, I don't know, Guerrero playing midfield still a weird one.
Is Modric playing left back? No.
No.
Just Mendy got lost. Kimmich.
Gary gives us a lovely statistic saying Dortmund's manager, the only non-Champions League winning manager left out of the 4 remaining clubs.
There's a reason for that, he's shit.
Yeah. PSG, the only non-Champions League winning side left out of the 4 remaining clubs. But that is...
for that.
That is
Shit.
But the winner of that title will be in the Champions League final. So we'll either have a manager who's never been there before or a team who's never won it before. Brahim Diaz gets the wrong time. Mazraoui is controversial in the box. Goal kick.
I'm tapping, making sure people knew what he was pointing for there. It is Messi. He gets the ball.
That's really good. That's a really good tackle.
It's a great
Gets that inch perfect. Could have been awful.
Terrible. Yeah. Kimmich.
Fascinating, isn't it? How Ten Hag's Ajax side, none of the players have gone on to be, ridiculously successful.
Did it?
Mazraoui, Gravenberch, De Jong,
Everyone's gone to...
Anthony, Van der Beek. What? Who else? That's about it, weren't it?
Yeah.
Berghuis, Tadic. No, but they're both at Ajax too, and they're awful now. I don't think Tadic left, and he's back in Serbia or something like that. But yeah, it's fascinating.
Larson.
Incredible how all of his current United players look shit while they're playing for him. Here come Bayern. Guerrero loads a 1-2 with Kane, now shifts it to Lima. Lima under pressure and gets kicked, but sorry, Turpin wants to go to keep going. He's just been booted by Valverde. Here comes Musiala. Men trying to shuffle him wide, goes back to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich plays it across, Conrad Lima. Hostel's going to go over and just smash into him.
Bang.
Davies. Cuts inside, there's 2,000 in there, but Bayern keep going. Turpin doesn't give a shite. That's right. Some way of advantage just walking about.
Get that was cool.
Lol. And Davies tries to turn Camavinga there. Not going to happen. Modric. Vasquez. Goes down the line. Nice turn from Diaz. Flicked on well by Hostel, but he has done his groin. Stretching for it, and there will be a free kick in there.
Soft one again. Not sure what happened. How much additional time are we going to get? 4, I'll go.
I'll say 6.
I really hope not. No need for 6, is there? We've got none in the first half.
What have you got to be up for tomorrow?
Loads of things.
What things?
Sea swim.
Go for a sea swim.
Yeah.
Alright. Look out for that on Harry's
Ball in.
Instagram. Ball in. Dealt with.
Oh, no, head injury. Stop for head injury.
Yeah, Norris furious at Turpin.
Kim Min Jae.
For not reacting quickly.
Roundtree got a play.
Turpin doesn't react quickly to anything.
No.
Never want to be in an emergency situation with Clement Turpin.
It's not an elbow, there's nothing in it. It's just Otterlo again.
That's
3 minutes additional time. He's just, come on. Lumped into the
No, that was Valverde lumped into someone.
Oh.
Also just observed. Told him to do it.
Yeah.
Go on, hit him.
It's really funny.
Seen that
He's
Sane
going
strike
flat
again.
as bloke.
That's the thing. Sometimes you watch football and you think, that looks so doable. That Sane strike, I can do that if I had a million attempts at it. And a whole year, like, the precision, the power he generates behind that shot.
Like,
I would pull my hamstring even trying to hit it that hard.
It's like when
Even the run
Chris
inside.
MD trying to recreate like people's best goals. No, he doesn't. He fakes it.
He doesn't fake it.
Some of them are just ridiculous.
No, Chris Evans is quite a good footballer, to be
You
fair.
see Miniman that's been signed by England for Soccer
I did not. That's quite good, though.
if they're going to win. A yellow card in there, by the way, for the Lucas Vasquez for committing a foul on Dan. Right, still up. He kicked him, he barged into him, he pulled his shirt by the neck, and he put his thumb up the yellow card.
Decapitated him while he was at it. But yeah.
You know what? If him and Kim Min Jae went on the pitch tonight with 0-0.
Okay, with the Chris and D videos, one, they have the ball delivered perfectly with the ball shooter.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously they got loads of attempts at it. And obviously they also often with the like headed ones or overhead kicks and stuff, quite understandably they use a mat.
Yeah.
If not, they will break their necks.
Also, the goalkeeper kind of just goes, I'm just standing there, watch that one go in.
Well, it depends what the video is. If the point is to score the best goals ever, the point isn't the goalkeeper then has to make a brilliant save.
Yeah, it was going to happen.
The day we get on the Chris MD channel is a
Honestly.
phenomenal day.
Yeah. I've got some techers. Chris, call me out.
God. I'll put you in goal. Here's Kane.
Can you be the dummy? Just stand. Oh!
Puts it in there.
He could have gone down. Shammy put a rogue tackle in there and he decided to stand on his feet. I think in a game like this, you've got to go down there.
Yeah, Zachary says I was right. The world was wrong. I don't know if the world was wrong, Zachary. A little bit hyperbolic, but thank you. Saying we clutched it, and at the Santiago Bernabeu, it's an easy win. I do agree with that bit, and you were right, to be honest. To be fair.
The odds by drawing against Bayern Munich.
But yeah, I think Real Madrid getting a result many expected, but it was hard fought. Bayern did really well to get 2 goals. It does make the second leg very difficult for the home side here. Real taking a draw back to the Bernabeu, and you'd be a brave man to back a good bet against.
Yeah.
Los Blancos at the Bernabeu.
I'm a brave man.
And there we go. That is full time here in Munich. Bayern Munich 2, Real Madrid 2. A phenomenal night of Champions League action comes to a close. They all have to, unfortunately, at some point. But thank you guys very, very much for joining us. Harry, who is your player of the match? Why is it Vinicius Jr.?
I'm not going to get to Vinicius Jr. I'm going to get to Jamal Musiala. I think he was absolutely brilliant. He did really well to win the penalty. He caused Real Madrid problems all night, running at Lucas Vazquez, who just couldn't keep with him, could not, mark him. Musiala was superb. Bayern, both teams deserved the draw. Very, very good game of football. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Thank you everyone turning up. Really good night.
Yeah, I'm going to go Toni Kroos. I thought he was phenomenal. I thought his assist for the first Vinicius goal was sublime. Just absolutely out of this world. And didn't really put a foot wrong other than the free kick into the first man that annoyed me. But other than that, phenomenal performance. Vinicius, though, obviously incredible. But it's just the obvious answer, isn't it? They've definitely said that on TNT because they've probably got Jermaine Genius in the studio. Oh, even better. It is. Nobody wants to Jermaine Genius. They've literally sent him to a racing series that not many people watch because they can't get rid of him. He's in a contract. Anyway, that is everything from us today. Feel free to go check out our video. Well, no, do. By law, go and check out our video tomorrow. We talk about the relegation scrap. If you've not checked out our videos from this week, then make sure to do so. Last week we spoke about Ruben Amorim and why he might go to West Ham. Or just go back for our back catalogue and see, you know what, that looks good. I'm going to watch that. Go do that now. But that is everything from us today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. And we'll see you next time.